3Smoke, I'm giving out.
Yes, people, welcome to another episode of 3Smoke podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, I am Millie Wayne, you know already. Still salute me when I pass general status. I'm here with my co-host.
Yes, your boy Didi, a.k.a. the bad guy, a.k.a. the people's choice of voice.
You know already, man. Let me big up the man in the back, you know what I'm saying? Big up Ben Diesel, Swiss Army Knife Mo, you know what I'm saying? Spoon the Prime Minister. And today we got a big episode, man, you know what I'm saying? We got Mr. Rare Talks in the building, you know
Definitely
what I'm saying?
do.
Come on.
No games, no holding back, you know
No
what I'm saying?
holding back.
No
yeah.
filter, and just calls it how he sees it. My brother, man, we appreciate you. Thanks for coming down, bro.
Come on, man. Love, man.
You
Come
know,
on,
Yes,
boy.
my
man.
brother.
So what's been going on, man? How's life, man?
Life's good, man. I can't complain, man. It's going well. Can't complain. Podcast doing well. The message is getting out there. I feel like more people are waking up now to the message and understand what we're trying to do. And that's it, really, man. Everything's going well. I can't really complain.
Before we get into like the podcast talks and that, we're gonna go into a little backstory. So, where you from?
I'm originally from Tulsa, but I always say I'm from Tulsa, but I'm really from Jamaica because I was born in Jamaica. A lot of people don't know this. I was born in Jamaica and I came when I was like a baby. And my mum and that took me from Jamaica and that. So I'm from Tulsa, like where man's ends is, but man's really Jamaican still.
What part of Jamaica was you born?
Chapelton Hospital. So we're from a place called Clarendon.
Okay,
But
Clarendon,
another place called Rock River is next to another country place called Coxon. It's
You've
a
been
proper
back
country.
to yard of that?
Yeah, of course. I was just speaking about this a second ago.
Yeah.
When I was 16, I went over there for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mad experience still.
How was it?
I was living out there, bro. I was Jamaican, bro.
Yeah.
String vest and all that, bro. I was Jamaican, bro. String vest, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know when you got all the sandals, feet all out. I've never had my feet out for a whole 4 weeks in my life.
Yeah, you made me jealous with that little bit you just said there, because I ain't been yard, man.
Oh, brother.
Yeah,
it's
me
the
too.
best.
That's crazy.
So you made me jealous there. still.
Brother, it's the best thing I ever done, bro. Like, food's fresh, the people are nice, bro. I couldn't even explain to you like how it felt out there. It just felt like man was where I was meant to be.
Because people make it out like it's harsh and rough out there, but you're saying...
Nah, brother. No, it's different. It's different. Like, I remember the first day I got there, this is not even a joke. I'm asking my uncle, where's the toilet? My man's like, bro, the toilet around the back. So I went round the back, I said, there's no toilet. Just shit on the grass, boy. I said, bro, get some water and wash your ass.
Yeah.
I said, nah, I gotta go grandma's house, but where's the toilet at, bro? He's like, toilet's at grandma's house. I went to the toilet, bro, it was a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
And like when you take the lid off, bare flies is flying. I'm like, no, is this how you lot got me? No, this is real life.
What year was this?
This is like what, 2005 or 6?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've come a long way though since
Yeah, no,
then, innit?
definitely.
So I hear. Yeah.
No,
That's not everywhere in yard neither, people. But yeah.
Yeah, I was in country. I was in country like where like man seeing spiders the size of man's head on the wall. And I'm saying to my uncle, yo, uncle, so there's a spider. Look how close my uncle is. No worry, we have a lizard in the yard. The lizard gonna kill it. I said, raw. Man's telling me the lizard's gonna kill the spider. Like, what kind of Jungle Book movie is this while I'm living in the yard?
Natural nature
the
going
belly's
on
here, you know, and the spider's there.
Yeah.
So I'm shook. But I'm thinking my uncle's on some, you know what I'm saying? Uncle, deal with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going near
Was
it.
your uncle Jamaican?
Proper Jamaican,
Yeah.
bruv. Dread, bruv. That's what they used to call him. Or Puppy. No, they call him Puppy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Puppy. You know, everyone's got little names, like Jamaican names. When I go to Jamaica, they don't want to call me, they call me Bruce.
Yeah.
Yo, Bruce.
Yeah.
That's not even my name, bro. They just call me Bruce. Yo, Bruce. I'm like, who's Bruce? Like, that's what they used to call me. Jamaica's sick stuff.
Yeah, that's nuts. So it was what was it? Like a good experience being over there then?
Bro, best experience I ever had. Best like experience I've had like with my family, because I learned all about my family, innit? Like I went to meet my granddads, grandma, like aunties, like bare sides of my family that I've never really met. And then like I got to understand like where we're from and our history, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know my granddad was in Second World War. My man sat me down and told me he's in Second World War. I thought he was gassing. I was looking at this old man thinking, this 97-year-old, what are you talking about? Second
For
World
what country
War?
though did he serve for?
For England, bro.
yeah.
There was a Commonwealth back in the day.
Yeah.
So when they went to the Second World War, they were picking up men from Jamaica and bringing them there. But I thought my granddad was chatting rubbish. I was thinking, what's this old man talking about? And he said all they gave him was land when he come back. They just gave him a piece of land and said, yeah, take that.
Where land in where, Jamaica?
Yeah, they just gave him land. So when he came back from Jamaica from the war, they didn't give him no money, nothing. They just said, here's some land.
I'm sure that's more than what they give you these days though. Nah? What they give you these days? I don't even know what you get for that shit. You get for that?
Nothing.
That's a little bit of money.
I rather the land.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, because that was one of my questions. What was your origin? So it's Jamaican, fully Jamaican.
Fully
yeah?
Jamaican still.
Okay, so you came from Jamaica to Tulse Hill.
Yeah, straight.
Primary, Tulse Hill?
Yeah, I went Fent Stanton first, then I got kicked out. And then I went to Hitherfield. They kicked me out because they heard about what I'd done in Fent Stanton. Then none of the schools wanted to accept me. And then Brockwell eventually accepted me. Old school Brockwell. I don't know if everyone remembers Brockwell.
Yeah, of course I remember Brockwell.
Yeah. This Brockwell don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I'm the reason why they shut the school down. I sued them, bro. Sued them,
why you
bro.
sue them?
Because I had a fight, and this is how I got this scar here. I had a fight in the classroom, yeah? Me and one youth was rocking it, but it was one of them days, yeah, when it's like, do you remember when it used to be like playtime, but it used to rain, yeah? And they used to let the kids stay in the classroom. No one used to go out. Yeah, wet play. Yeah, that's it, wet play. Basically, it was wet play, but there was no teacher in the classroom. So me and the youths had an argument, and I just punched up the youth, and before I knew it, the youths picked up a chair from my hand and dashed the chair, and I almost went, bam, licked me in my head. I'm bleeding, so I've got the whatever thing stabbing him with a pencil. But like the teacher's still not around. Then the teachers walked in the classroom and seen bare blood and bare fighting. So my mum said, "Rah, like where was the teachers when my son was having a fight? Why wouldn't there were no intervention and stop the fight and stop the thing from escalating?" So she sued the school, and then they had to change their name because reputation was too bad. That was the reason still.
Yeah, so you went to 3 primary schools?
Yeah, I went to 3 primary
schools. So you
schools.
was a bit of a terror then in primary school?
Yeah. I got kicked out of Fent Stanton because allegedly they said that I stabbed the teacher.
Yeah, you was doing.
That's what they said. It wasn't. I don't know.
You're on the list.
You
like,
say allegedly.
Allegedly.
You was doing bits still. I know a couple people like that still. You was doing bits from primary.
I was a good dude, but you know what? When they sent me Brockholder, that was like the worst school in the whole of I've ever been to in my life. Like man was robbing my pogs, bro. I couldn't even go to the toilet without getting harassed.
Pogs in my.
What's a pog?
Raw, that's them round things, bro, with the pictures on it and shit. And you make it flick and then give me those because I just made those flick. You feel me? Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Man was robbing my pogs, bro. I was going through hell in that school, bro. Nutmeg Rush, I was getting smoked. Bare older youths. It was that school was hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That school was bad. If I weren't bad, I thought I was bad until I went Brockwell. Then I realized what bad was.
Yeah. Now, in fact, you'll get that once you go on the journey of getting kicked out of schools, and then you'll go to a school and you'll realize, okay. This is what it is still.
Yeah.
So why do you think it is like that in, I'd say more so in the Jamaican community where we go through that kind of journey? Did you grow up with your father?
Yeah.
Was it both parents in the house?
Yeah, my mum and dad was together still. My mum and dad been together from young. Like even when we come from my mum sent for my dad first, then sent for my brothers because I got brothers that got a different dad to me. But they're like my brothers. I don't look at them as nothing. They're just my brothers. So it's like I think this is what I think anyway. I feel like Jamaicans are just rebels. We're naturally rebellious people. Like we're just naturally, we just don't have it. That's why we dress how we want. We do what we want, and we don't really care what people think of us. If someone come in and start cussing Jamaicans, we don't look at them and think, idiot. We don't want to penny them because we love ourselves so much. It's not really anything to us. Does it make sense? Like the culture, the music, the food, everything. Like we've got our own way of how we live. You know what I'm saying? People think that we don't have culture, but our culture is actually deep rooted. And when you go to Jamaica, you'll see it because like. I never forget this. When I went out to Jamaica, one of my eyes here had like a eye infection, and I was taking meds. Yeah, wallahi, I'm not lying to you lot. My granddad said, "Waiting on the man and me, I'll heal you." So what he did is he got a leaf of morning dew and rubbed it on my eye. Bro, my eye was fixed straight away. In about less than 24 hours, my eye was fixed. And then I said to my granddad, what did you do to me? Man just said, "Nah, man, enjoy a clean water, just clean up your eye."
Yeah.
I said,
we got the remedies, bro.
Yeah,
my grandma was definitely on that type of time, bro. Different kind of healings, bro. 1,000. I believe you.
And I couldn't believe it because I was just shocked that my granddad I've been taking meds for like 3 days and my eye was still bad. My man done the one rub thing on my eye and that was it. I was back to normal. And I was looking at my granddad thinking, "Bro, what are you doing, granddad?" Even though I was out there, my granddad took me on a donkey ride. And this is mad because, bro,
you rid donkey before, yeah?
I've never rid donkey. This is the first.
I've never rid donkey.
Bro, man took me on a donkey ride. I couldn't believe it. Man rised up 2 donkeys and took me on 2 donkeys. That was the maddest ride I've ever had in my life. Because we was riding here and my granddad's old. I'm talking about like he's in his 90s at this time. Like 89 or 90, must have been. But he's old, but he's still functioning. Like proper functioning, like having conversations and that. Man's took me to some proper mountain place and showed me like some mountain view that I've never seen. It was just amazing. I felt like the cloud was right literally on top of me. That's how close we was. And then my granddad said, "It's gonna rain." And I said, how do you know? And he taught me something.
Can smell it, bro.
Yeah, he taught me something from that day. So whenever it's going to rain, I can tell when it's going to rain. I can look up at the clouds and just know.
Yeah, same.
My granddad taught me something. He just taught me something that day. He said, it's going to rain. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, the rain, it looks nice. Like, the weather looked nice. But I don't know if he saw some clouds, and I'm looking up at the clouds, I'm thinking, they're not rain clouds. Bro, he said in the next 5 minutes it's going to rain. He said 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Exactly 5 minutes, it started to rain hard for like another 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. In Jamaica, it rains hard, then it stops. Rained hard. And I was like, bro, Granny, how did you know that? And was like chilling at someone's house because we had to jump off the donkeys and that because it was raining too hard. And I was surprised. Like, my granddad, he taught me a lot still. I'm not going to lie.
So when you from Brockwell, where did you go? Did you go secondary?
I went secondary. I went Dunraven, man.
Oh, you went Dunraven?
Yeah, I went Dunraven.
Yeah. What, for the whole time?
Yeah, I went Dunraven. After Brockwell, I went straight Dunraven still.
What, all the way to year 11?
Yeah, done the whole full school thing. I actually survived.
What year did you start?
Yeah.
First year. Without me asking you your age.
I was like 1998 or something.
Okay.
I was in year 7, 1998, because my brother Shamar, he was in year 11. So it's like, he was in year 11 and I was in year 7, I remember. Because that's how they kind of, because you know Dunraven's like funny school, like they don't let you in unless like you have some family ties or something.
Family member.
Yeah, like, you know, that's how they used to roll.
That's why we all went there. Yeah, like we all went there.
They know you're a bad child, but you got a brother there, so let me allow you. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, yeah. And that's what's going on now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what's going on
So
right now.
they let me in because of my bro, and then I was there like from year 7 up to year 11. I got expelled in year 11, but like, cause it's such a good school, they didn't want me to not do my GCSEs. So it's like I was excluded, but I was still allowed to come to school. Does that make sense? Like they allowed me. So I just done my GCSEs and I just left.
Oh, so they allowed you to come in and do your GCSEs
Yeah,
and stuff?
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Yeah, it was alright. Because I was so caught up in my little whatever life I was living, I didn't really care. If I'm honest with you, when I got to about year 10, year 11, all I cared about was selling drugs. That was it. Like, school to me was just a place where I'm going to sell some weed to some grangies. That was it. And, like, my line's going to pop off at school because I know I got a few cussies. That was it. I saw like, it got to a point where...
Why did it get to that point, though?
Because
where did the flip come?
I just wanted money.
Switch.
I wanted money, bro. And, like, obviously, when you get to, like, 15, 14, you start to see that mummy's doing too much.
Innit?
And then, like, you actually feel mum struggle, you know what I'm saying? And, like, when I was younger, like, man done scumbag moves. Like, man's going into my mum's purse taking a £20. You know what I'm saying? First took a 10 out, next thing I took a 20 out. And one day, my mum just said to me, that £20 I need to send to my brother in Jamaica. And I never forget that day, bro, because I looked at my mum in her eyes, and I said, I will never, ever do something like this ever again in my life, bro. I feel disgraced. And then I hit the block, spoke to a couple elders. They're like, yeah, you want a half, you want this. This is when the prices of weed was normal. Nowadays, it's ridiculous. Like, this is like when £70 for half. 100 for a Z. Or 130. You know, remember them times?
Yeah, of course, man.
They don't range from 120 to 140.
You
get me?
Depending, yeah. But them times don't exist. So like, man was like, yeah, I'll give you a half, give me back this much and blah, blah, blah. And I just started off like 13, 14. My brothers were smoking, so I was just starting. Then at school, I started to clock that the grungies, and you know, like the people that dress like grungies. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course.
Gothic.
Skateboarding. Those are the ones.
They bomb weed, fam.
do.
My line was popping. I'd come to school with like a Z, bro. I'm banging out at least 10 shots, bro, at school. And Dunraven's an affluent school. It's not like some broke school, bro. Everyone else going Dunraven, your parents kind of got money. Like, they don't take in the bummy kids. Like, Dunraven don't take in bummy kids. Like, they take in the kids that's actually got a little dough. So I was in there. I was just flipping dough. And then I got to year 11 and I was just like, now my line's beaten to the point where I'm at school and I have to be on the ends because, bro, like, I'm missing out on dots. I'm trying to jump the gate and go to the ends and then come back because Tulsa's not far from like where Dunraven is. So I'm trying to go to the ends and come back. Then I thought, nah, this is long. Let me have someone on the ends that's just doing this for me because it makes more sense. But then he wants to smoke all the weed and I can't trust him with it. So it's all mad. I had to be there myself and then realize year 11, I just thought, flip this. I didn't want to go to school anymore. So I was just doing trouble because I didn't care. I was just doing bad stuff. I was just doing bad stuff because I didn't really care about school.
Because you was making money out of school and in school.
And I thought I was like older than all them. I was wearing Pradas to school. I had Jean Paul Gaultier. Like I had bare designer stuff. Like I had Machinos. Like people couldn't really. I was different to all the kids in my school because I have older brothers. So I'm rocking like Averexes to school. Man, like, why you got Averex? Listen to Dizzy Rascal tapes. I've all got tape players. Like I've got everything that like a kid my age would have probably not really had access to. So I
the benefits of having an older brother.
Yeah. So I didn't really care about school and so I done my GCSEs and then my parents were like, oh, go college. Went to Croydon College. That was even worse because now I'm at like the peak of my line. My line's actually doing well now because building up from year 10 to year 11, I've got custies now. So now I've got people that like wearing like, it's customer service, isn't it? Like, you're my friends. You know what I'm saying? You're actually my friends. Not even my custies anymore. You're my friends. You're my people. You know what I'm saying? They'll wait 5 hours for me to come back because they want that off me. And then I hear people saying things like, oh, I was going to get it off him. And I was like, who's him? Who's dotting else? Who else is dotting? They're like, oh, your little friend. I was like, my little friend, yeah? So he's picking. So I was controlling what everyone else picked up because I was like, all right, he's gonna buy Z, so I'll go to the old and be like, you drop me this Z, I'm gonna shut it to him and make this little profit. So I was dotting on the ends, yeah. And then I was in Croydon College, and then I didn't really care about schoolwork. I'll be honest. I was going into classroom just so that I can do the attendance thing, so that they pay me. I think they used to pay you when you used to go college. They used to pay you to go college back in the day. I don't think they do that anymore, but they used to pay me to go college. But bro, all I wanted to get was the money from there.
Is that where you went, Croydon College?
Yeah.
After school?
Yeah, I went Croydon College.
What was you studying?
Business studies. Business studies. I done business studies, and the first year I don't know how I passed. Then they said A levels. Now man's deep in the roads, bro. Like man's deep. Like
yeah, cool. So
man's
were you 17 now?
Yeah, I'm 17.
18,
17, I'm literally just fresh 17. So now I'm on the roads now. I'm proper like involved in everything.
Let me paint a picture a bit. You're from Tulsa.
Yeah.
Going to college in Croydon. How was the dynamics in Croydon then at that time?
It was weird because there was bare NARM youths that used to go there.
What year is this though?
Like 2006.
Okay. 2006, yeah.
So like, there was bare NARM used to go, but like Tulsa and Peckham never had beef, innit? Like I don't know, just never had beef. Like we've always been cool with NARM.
It's always been kind of one, I think, innit? Tulsa and Peckham, innit?
Yeah.
You always kind of had a link.
Yeah, there was always a little link there, innit?
Yeah, because there was youths that used to live like outside some block, yeah, and they were all Peckham youths, and they used to have like parties and that, and we used to pull up there, and it was always love. It was never like. And bare Peckham youths used to come, and we never used to say, oh, they're Peckham youths or whatever. We just used, they used to think we was bookie, but we used to think that they were bookie. So, but it was all cool, it was all one. I never had beef with no one, so like, I was in college with them, and then Penn youths. So it's Penn youths and Croydon youths. But it wasn't really, nothing was really popping off in college at them times.
Coming from Streatham, I would have just said that whole mix there was bookie. Tulsa guys and Peckham guys, it's bookie.
Yeah, straight. 1,000. That's exactly where it was.
Yeah,
it's mad because
bookie. That's like some rubber squad, some this. I don't even know what's this. It's just bookie over there. Don't even go over there unless you know them. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, it was that, and then that was when I caught my first charge, like my first serious charge. Like when I was 17, that's when I went jail properly. I went jail for like 1 week.
Yeah, I didn't even know that you've been to prison.
I went jail. I went jail for 1 week when I was younger, for some serious case, and then I got let out. I was like 17 and they sent me to Highdown, bro. I was in big man prison. And you know, like, man's young, innit? Like, I didn't know nothing about prison, so I'm only hearing what other people say, oh, you're gonna get raped, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna get beaten up, man's gonna rob you. Like, you know all the dumb stories that you hear when you're younger and you watch Menace to Society, you watch all the movies, you watch American X, so you're just thinking, damn,
you can't watch those ones there.
Yeah,
you can't watch those ones there. Those American ones, don't watch that. That's just gonna make your head the same.
That lockdown one, no Master P and that.
Yeah.
But your anxiety levels definitely go up though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I'm in my mind thinking, raw, like, this is real. Like, I'm in prison. Like, I mean, and I was in a 3-man bang up. That was the first time I went to jail. I was in a 3-man bang up, like, white youth here, black youth there. I'm like, raw, like, this is weird. But man, really, I got out, I got a bail like a week later. I done 1 week and then I got a bail. I was on road for a little while. Still involved in stupidness. And then one day, my bail conditions, like, I had curfew, like, from 8 or something. I thought, flip this, man. I'm living my life, man. Feds don't, because they used to come and check sometimes, but they ain't checked the whole week. Bro, little did I know the feds were watching me. So that one day I stepped out to go and do a little party, have a little fun. They come to the yard. So my brothers phoned me and said, right, you know, the feds just come, you know. You better stay out wherever you are, you know. Don't come back here. said, what? So I came back in the morning, no feds. Then the feds came like in the evening to see me. They're like, yeah, you're under arrest for breaking your bail conditions. I was like, nah, bro, I was in the house, I was sleeping. Didn't you lot know? Didn't they tell you? They're like, no, handcuffed. I was like, bro. Took me to Feltham. That was my real jail experience now. This is when jail was real. Because Feltham was the jungle. Anyone that's been Feltham back in the day, it was the jungle, bro. Yeah. I've never seen a place so wild in my life. Forget the high down. High down was cool, bro. Older men, they're just on like doing their sentence and cutting through. The young youths, everybody's on smoke.
Acting.
Man's knocking my door my first day. Someone say, hey, number 17, I'm going to stab you up in the morning. I'm like, what, who's 17? Who's 17? Oh my God, I'm 17! What have I done? What have I done? So I'm on my cell pacing saying, raw, I'm skinny these times, proper skinny, bro. So, and everyone's looking like that. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna dead in there. Bro, what did I do? I don't even get what I've done. So in my mind, I'm shouting out the window like, bruv, shut up. I'm on anything. You know when you're like, you're trying to be brave, but in my mind, I'm sweating blood, thinking I'm gonna dead in there for no reason. So come out the next day. Nothing happened to me, but like youths are staring at me and I'm thinking, what? And that's when I start learning about prison, the dynamics. Like if man don't rate you, they just put like little food on your plate. Like. And I was like, why are you giving me like a little bit of rice, bro? And man's like, move on. And I'm like, bro, like, I was taking bad up for like a week or two, bro. And I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know where I was. Politics, I didn't know anything. Politics, so I'm coming up, like man's trying to play table tennis. Man's like, no, you have to wait. I'm like, alright, cool. And I'm just waiting there for the whole hour, you know, of Soch. Just waiting there. And then man got bored and said, I'm going to have a shower. Then I got the thing. But I didn't realise what was going on. I didn't know the dynamics of what's actually going on. And then one day I just switched on the youth on the server. I said, bruv, start putting food on my plate. I've
seen that bare times, bro. Hey, bro, listen, wallahi, bro, I'm telling man now. Bro, you've seen me. If you've been there with me, you've seen me. You see me jump over the servery, bro. You see me jump over there. It's 1,000. That's how it gets, bro. I'm telling you. Man will take the piss out of you, bro.
You get me?
I was in there like I just switched on the youth one day and I said, bruv, you better start putting food on my plate. I've had enough of this, bro. You're starving me, bro. I'm not having it. I was hungry that day and he was putting a little bit of food and I thought, no, I've had enough. If I don't say anything, I'm gonna get buoyed. So I said I switched on the youth and then the white youth, he was a twin and he was in there for a M, yeah. And they're like, alright, watch tomorrow. We're gonna get you. So one of their other brethren, some black youth, he must have come to my cell, knocked on my door and said, raw, what, you got beef with them youths, yeah? You know they're my brethren. So I'm like, raw, like, how many enemies do I have now? Like, I thought it was just these two white youths. Now there's black youths at my door. I'm like, now I'm paro. I'm like, there's about 5 men on this landing that's going to do me in the morning, yeah? And I'm hearing people talk about snooker socks and like, I'm like, all right, cool. So I've said to the screws, look, you lot need to move me on the other side of the wing, yeah? Because there's a few men from Tulsa. So I'm trying to build up my little team now, innit? You know, you're trying to build up your little gang in there. You know, like all by yourself. I heard there was like a couple man like Biggs, couple man Courtney. I said, yeah, cool. Send me over there, please. So they sent me over to the other side now. Now I'm with a few man. I'm like, yeah, this is what's happening on that side because they didn't know what was happening to me. Because you know when you come out, I'm not saying anything to anyone. So they're like, what? Fuck them, man. What? They'll try anything onto them. You know what I'm saying? But all from the ends. I'm like, cool. And then after like, man's done my time, and then come up to my trial now on a bus case, like ridiculously, like 6 people all snitching on me. But then one person come and said something dumb, and then I just bust case and then I walked out. And then that was it. I came out of jail. But then dumb, little me being stupid, being young, I come out of jail and I thought I was untouchable because I was 18. Remember, the whole end's like, what? You're back now. You know, all the man them, and this is what I'm saying. You see, we celebrate stupid shit, bro. Man celebrated me busting case, but man shouldn't be celebrating that. Man should be trying to help me get a job or help me to do something positive. Man was just dropping me food now. I've come out of jail and man's basically
putting you back in it.
Bro, I nearly got nearly 9:30, bro. Of food, man, just and off for free.
Yeah, for free.
For free.
Yeah, for free.
So I've got
and
all
you
this...
know you wouldn't have got that on another day.
Never. Now man's saying, right, we got machines now. I'm like, what? Yeah. We got ops on to anyone. What? And now man's rating me like, yeah, you're the top man because you done this and you done that. So like, I'm on like some next level. So I've come out and everyone's rating me and I'm like, raw, yeah. So I'm like on some, come, let's go and do this, let's go and do that. Let's go. I'm just like trying to make everyone do mad shit because they've gassed me. Now, 3 or 4 weeks later, bro, being in that kind of energy for a long period of time, it's only one place you're going to end up in, and that's prison again. And done me 4 weeks later, I didn't even survive long. 4 weeks after busting case, I went to jail again. I went to jail again.
Where? Back to Feltham?
back to Feltham. And you know what's funny? The man them that I left the wing with was calling me from the other wing saying, "Raw, I heard you're back." I said, "Big man."
How did you feel, man?
That was the... I felt so mad, yeah, in myself, like, that I was here again. I felt like I just lost everything in life. Like, I felt like
feeling's disgusting, bro.
Bro, I felt like... But then, you know, because I'm so fresh, yeah, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I was like, back in jail mode, I'm on to anyone, like, who's the ops? Like, I was talking rubbish in my head. Got sent back to the same wing. Man, them saw me and said, "Bro, what are you doing here?" Then everyone's leaving, getting shipped out, and I'm sitting there and like... Then I was just like, you know what, I'm pleading guilty on this case, quick. I just need to get out. Because it was an idiot case, like an ABH thing. I said, yeah, let me plead guilty. I thought they were going to release me. Like, my solicitor was so bad, yeah. They were like, "Don't worry if you plead guilty, because it's a dumb case and it's your first one, they'll let you out." Bro, they said to me 12 months do 6. I said, what?
Yeah, disclaimer as well. Young bucks never plead guilty unless you're banged to rights, man. And even then, man, I don't know about pleading guilty, man. That guilty stuff's crazy.
It depends, though. Sometimes you just want to get it over and done with.
See, that's the one.
That's exactly what it was.
That's what gets you. That's what gets you messed up.
Yeah.
You see what you just said?
That's what gets you put in the cell.
Yeah, that's me. I just want to get it over and done with. So I'm just getting straight. Admit it, boom.
I've watched enough of them, and a man done that. He said he just wanted to get it over and done with, and now he's doing 100 years.
Yeah, but then it's worked.
I'm
good
always
for other man as well, though.
Yeah,
some man have
in
actually just get it over and done with and got a lighter bird.
Yeah.
While the man them who held out get more bird.
Yeah, but then you might get the man who held out bust case.
Yeah.
But it's not guaranteed, and that's
it's not
what messed me up. Like I said, let me plead guilty quick, because they were telling me to snitch on the man them because there's bare people in the case here, and they're like, snitch, and I'm like, bruv, where do I plead guilty? Cause I'm not snitching on no one. That was like, you know the roads, it's never snitch. It's like, bro, I'll do my time. This is the idiot thing anyway.
It was never snitch from at home, bro.
Yeah.
You get me?
So they said, raw, 12, they're like 12. I was like, what? I was like, 12 months, 6 months. I was like, that's the idiot thing. Why am I getting... I'm all looking at him like, he's like, it's a good sentence. I'm like, bro, you made me plead guilty. Bro, I could have bust this case, you know. You made me plead guilty. I'm doing 6 months. I just come out, bro. Like, I was just like, all right, you know, I'm in jail mode now anyway. I don't even care anyway. I just ride it. And they sent me to Rochester. And then I was sitting in
Kent.
Yeah. I sat in Rochester for a little while. And then I got out. Like, that sentence, even though it was short, it was a long sentence. I can't explain it to you lot. It was 6 months, but it felt like 10 years, bro. Like, time was dragging, bro. And I swear I had the Chic Luch album. Remember the Chic Luch After Taxes? Remember the album? The album was cold, bro. I had that album. And like, I was just playing the album every day. The same album every single day. Like, and it was just jarring my head that I was in here doing this dumb sentence.
You say you played it every day for 6 months?
Every day, bro.
That's how you can
That's
have
how
you.
it get. Yeah,
That's
of course. It's the only thing you got in it.
Yeah, bro.
The one thing I wanted to say as well,
word.
though, you see, like how you were saying, your solicitor was like, "Oh, it's a good sentence." What I want a lot of these youths to know as well is that man put manself in some funny position with legal aid. These legal aid solicitors are not gonna fight for you, bro. They're not going to fight for you. You get me? They'll tell you, "Oh yeah, that sentence is alright." Fuck, what are you talking about, bro? It's never alright.
No time.
What are you talking about, bro? What? Because you got paid now. You feel me? Because I just signed. I put my fucking national insurance number down. Yeah, you're about to get paid. You've been paid, and I must hold that sentence, bro. Let me tell you this now. Yeah, legal aid ain't the way forward, bro. Get your shit together. And I'm talking to me too. You get me? I'm talking to everyone in there. Everyone. Talk to you lot. Get your shit together, bro. So you don't have to fuck with no legal aid. Because they're always going to work for money. You get me? But my brother, continue, please.
Yeah, so like, man was there. Man got that 12 do 6. And that sentence was, I'm going to lie, that sentence kind of made me start thinking, I need to like ease up a little bit from the roads, you know? Because I don't want to be coming back here. So when man got out in December, I said, yeah, that's it. I'm on a clean path, not doing nothing. Man then went to link me again. Same thing. They celebrate the stupid stuff, bro. Again, I've come out. You see how you see the champagne and man all there and there's cars and there's man sticking about there's gal and there's a party later. I'm like, yeah. But then the dumbness is now that man's around the same people doing the same thing. But it's even worse now because now you lot are making me inherit beef that I don't even know. I've been in jail doing my thing, making friends and making connections, because in jail you make lots of connections. You make links with youths from north, from east, from everywhere. And if youths are on stuff, when you get out and you link, man, if he's really about what he's saying, then we can do stuff. You know what I'm saying? But So I'm back in Tulsa now, same thing. These times, man are telling me they're on different crime now. So man saying, yeah, it's not even weed anymore, bro. We're on red tear now. OT, red tear. I'm like, yeah. But I just want to stay away from jail, innit? But times got rough again. And man's out on the roads now. Man's starting to like say, you know what? I need to start changing my life for Allah, bro. I need to start being a Muslim. Because in jail, man's praying now, innit? Like, man's praying every single day. Man's praying my 5 daily
Is that where you became Muslim in jail before?
No, I was Muslim when I was 9, bro.
Okay, yeah, mashallah.
Yeah, I was Muslim when I was 9. Like, I've done some history, some black history I studied. Like, when I was a little bit younger, I used to go to library and that. And then my uncle's
You done that?
Yeah, myself, yeah.
Yeah, that's cold, man.
And then my uncle's a Muslim, Uncle Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? He's a Muslim, and he gave me kind of like a little bit of dawah. And it just penetrated me fast. Like, it just made sense to me. Like, Jesus is not God. He's a prophet. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because how could God be a baby? Like, you know, things didn't make sense. I was young, but I was like clued up. Like, wasn't dumb. You couldn't just tell me something and I believe it. You'd have to make it make sense to me. And I remember nobody in that times in the church was doing that. They were just waffling, and I was like, just believe. I was like, bro, you want me to be an idiot? You want me to just believe in anything that you say, but you're not giving me, it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense to me. Fallen angel, devil, fallen angel. But if God created the angels to do his work, why are they disobeying him? That don't make sense. Everything's created with a purpose. How can that not be created with a purpose?
We need the belief with facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
and that's no disrespect to anybody's beliefs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So when I went to like the mosque now, and I didn't even know I was going to the mosque, my uncle just took me one day and said, this man's going to answer all your questions. And then the imam, man, he was an imam, he answered everything for me and it made sense. So I was like, raw. And I was like 9, 10. I was like 10, 11 these times because I've been looking into it for like a year now. So it was like, it all made sense. So I was like, yeah. But then when I started practicing is when I went to jail. Cause obviously you're in jail, bro. I ain't got nothing else to do but pray, bro. I have nothing else. Like I had nothing, bro. Like no one's even sending me letters. Like it was at a time when nobody was sending me letters and I didn't even care because I was just like, I'm riding my time. I done my crime. I'm doing my time. I was on that kind of mode. But I started praying. So when I came out, man, they were trying to draw me in, but I'm like, no, I need to go and pray. I need to do this. But I'm still on the roads hard, bro. I'm talking about like, man's still trying to get this youth down and do this to that person and licking out my man and doing this and doing that. So it's like, my mind wasn't focused. Then like 2007, 2008, like end of 2007, 2000, man's done a madness again, a mad bait crime, whatever. Feds are bagged, man, innit? Like, I thought you weren't going to snitch in it because on the roads, this is how I look at it. If you're a dotter and you get robbed, it is what it is, innit? Like, if it happened to me, I'm taking it, innit? I'm taking my L, innit? If I'm dotting food or whatever, I'm selling something.
Yeah, you have to take it or you got to charge
and then
it to
man
the
run
game.
up on me and then they catch me lacking and
charge it to the game.
like, and I get robbed. And then the youths mash me up as well because I'm not handing over the things. Like, I'm not giving over my rollie, whatever. And then they mash me up and take my rollie. I can't call feds after and be like, yeah, man, rob my rollie, bro.
Nah, you can't do that, man.
So flip, what kind of game is this,
Can't
bro?
do that, man.
So my man's all snitched and said to the feds. I didn't even think he was gonna do that. I thought he was gonna come back and ride out. So I was moving mad, weird around my area. You know what I'm saying? But I got nicked. Feds held me. Then they was like, yeah. So me and my Cody, this is what I said. I said to my Cody, because he was younger than me, I said, look, boom, you hold this L. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let me stay out here because I'm the cash man and I'll get the dough and I'll send you, you know what I'm saying? I'll send you all the money, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about nothing, just hold this L.
Sense, right? That makes sense. It made sense. It made sense. It made sense.
You're younger, you're gonna get a dead sentence. They're gonna give you something like, you're younger than me, I've been jail before.
No, but we're supposed to be the older responsibility and take the
1,000%.
Yeah. But I get what you said.
It makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get what he's saying fully. No, I get it.
Yeah,
I get
it does.
I get it.
I'm saying to my man, look, just hold this L, yeah, and boom, like man on. And my brother was like, he's a real nigga, like to this day, like I big him up, bro. He's a real nigga.
He done it, yeah.
Yeah, he said
he's
what?
a G still.
He said say nothing, bro.
It made sense.
You know what I'm saying? And I said that's my nigga for life. And like,
At least to him,
yeah. He's like, yeah, I plead guilty straight away. So when we went for our first hearing, he's like, I'm guilty. You know, I said, what do you plead? He's like, I'm guilty. And I was like, not guilty. But hear how the feds done me now. They said, wait a second, all right, cool. And my brother's like, he wasn't the one that was with me, it was someone else. This fed said, nah, he's definitely the one with you. Because he's pleaded guilty, that means that he's done the crime. But there's 2 people that committed the crime. So I'm like, wow, I deeped it. I said, oh shit, for real, innit? So now I'm in my cell now and I'm fighting this case, yeah? And I'm like, this guy's not gonna snitch because I heard that this is what my you know, sometimes your barrister gives you information they're not meant to give you. You have a good barrister, they give you mad information. My barrister said to me, I never told you this, but I heard he's in prison for selling cocaine. I said, what? was like, what prison is he in? He's like, I can't give you that much, but yeah, he's in prison. So they're gonna have to take him from prison back to come and testify against you. I said, man, never want to do that because you will die. You will die because like it's easy to put the hit out on you. Man sees you, like be like, who's in jail with him? Like get him. You know what I'm saying? Get him to You know what I'm So I knew from there he weren't gonna snitch. But guess what? Now I'm in my cell. My barrister saying, if you go down for this, I'm not gonna lie, you're looking at a good 9 to 10. I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean 9 to 10? They got me shook, and this is what I'm saying. Stop listening to solicitors, bro. Like my brother said here, that legal aid, they will lie to you because they just want to get the case over and done with. Anyway, they're saying to me, the guy's here now in the court. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna snitch. But what happened is, this is what happened. Because he's in jail, they've summoned him. So the Fed, you know how the guards came to the door, they said, you're going to court. He can't say he's not going, bro. You're in jail, bro. You haven't got a choice. It's not like you're on road and you're just not coming. He's been summoned. So he said, this is what he said. I'm not testifying though. So if I would have just ride it out a little bit longer, I'd have bust case. But then what, me being a flipping idiot, I'm like, right, my man's here in the courts up, he's in the cells up there, he's gonna snitch, and it's gonna be mad. I'm gonna have to fight this case, and I know he's got better evidence against me. I plead guilty, innit? And they're like, don't worry, we can get you a good sentence. We can get you like good reports about stuff you was doing on roads and blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Pre-sentence reports.
Pre-sentence reports. Got it. Then they came.
Held out, man.
They came. Yeah, this is what I was saying, bro. I didn't have no conviction. I just wanted to just ride my bird, bro. I just wanted.
Yeah.
And because I was in jail for like 8 months,
you gotta take them for the long run, man.
No, but you see when you're in jail for 8 months, like for me personally, I get into a mode where I'm jail time now. I can do anything. Like, I can ride 4 or 5 years right now. I'm in that mode where I'm in. You know, there's a mode where you get into where you're in prison, bro.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, there's man right now that they live in prison. Like every day is a prison. Something like you're in a mode where. And this is what I'm saying. This is called institutionalization, bro. Where your brain is just like, I'm here and I don't care. Like, I don't care about the outside. Everything that's happening on the wing, I want to know. Like, who's got food?
You have to find a balance, though. You feel me? Because you see, if you just lock off, you become institutionalized. You feel me? You have to find a balance. And if you don't get with this jail shit now, jail ends up doing you. So you have to find a balance. You don't lock off too much from outside, and you don't get too consumed in here. You feel me? Because then you're lost. You're institutionalized.
And that's
might never come home like Bronson, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for me, like, that's when I started saying, right, I need to start praying and getting on my deen. And had someone sending me books and bare books. First is about haram money and because that was messing me up. That's what I found out. All my problems came from. Man kept selling drugs. That was my downfall. I just loved selling drugs. I just had a passion for selling drugs. Like, I was good. I had a line and people loved me. It was just my thing. So, like, I knew once I cut that off, and then gal, that was the two things, gal and drugs. So I knew them two things were holding me back. When I'm in jail now, I ain't got nothing. They put me in Wandsworth, and Wandsworth is the ghettoest prison in the world. Ghettoest prison in the world, bro. No one can chat to me, bro. Anyone's been Wandsworth knows you can get your hands on anything. Bro, I was in jail with man. Man had a flick shank, bro. How did man have a flick shank in jail? Bro, man had a flicky. I went to a man's cell. Man said, yo, anyone trouble you? I'm like, bro, we doing that in here? What we gonna do with that? He's like, bro, man, stab up the youths on the wing. I'm like, big man, I'm like, brother, please come out my soul. Like, I don't even want an extra charge, bro. What are you talking about? I just punch man out on my fist, bro. I don't need to be nanking man and catching extra charges, bro. The flip. So I was just like, like the druggy prison as well. Like, if you want anything, bro, I was smoking weed every single day in 1-0 for like a whole 3 weeks. How can I have weed for 3 weeks? And how can I have a phone, to the point where someone came, my brethren come to my cell and said, oh, you want to borrow a phone? Take this one. I'm like, huh? Like, I've never been in jail and felt like that. Like, man gave me a phone and said, yeah, you can use it for a few nights. I asked it for you back in like 3-4 days. I'm like, whose phone is this? He's like, oh, it's some next youth's phone. I got my phone, but I got another youth's phone. I'm like, so everyone's got phones. He's like, yeah, you're cool, man. You're told so, man. You're good, man. I'm like, right, cool. So that sentence there made me realize, right, prison's not the place for me still. And I was locked up with some Asian youth. Small Pakistani brother, bro. Good brother, bro. Good brother. But the thing he showed me, he was praying every day. But I was just in the cell just smoking weed. And then one day he said, please, brother, don't smoke. I just want to pray. And I was like, I felt bad, bro. I felt mad. I swear down, I felt bad. I swear that was like a life-changing moment because I'm in my soul's bunning, doing my thing, like putting my. And he's like, please, brother, I just want to pray. I don't. Can you smoke outside? And I'm like, I'm looking at him thinking, what? But then, like, my heart said, I can't treat him. He's a brother. Like, I can't treat him like this. So I said, you know what, brother, I'm sorry. So I said, you know what, let me move upstairs with my brethrens because I don't want to be doing this around you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm living a different life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, please, brother, just like, you know. And then we prayed certain times and then I started to realize that my ways was wrong. Does it make sense? I was living wrong.
Definitely.
I had to start looking at myself like I'm living wrong. Like I'm linking gal, I'm smoking, I'm selling drugs, I'm doing lots of bad stuff, robbing people, I'm lying to people, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not living a very clean life, you know what I'm saying? So when people sending me books and I'm reading the books like Purification of the Soul, all of these nice books, and I'm like, like, this is actually touching me, you know what I'm saying? I need to be doing better. And then I got halfway through my sentence and then they let me out on home leave, you know what I'm saying? Let me out on home leave. I know you don't remember this, but I remember this. You never remember this. I bet you don't remember this. We was in a party in Wandsworth, bro. I know you don't remember this. It's like 2008, 2009. All of you, man, was there. All of you, man. And I was on stage, backed off my top, I was dancing. It was a funky house era. You don't remember? I remember things, bro. I remember everything, bro. I came out on home leave. And the reason why I remember is because I came out on home leave for like 4 or 5 days and then something called swine flu. Do you remember swine flu?
Yeah, I remember swine flu.
Boom. I was on road, and I lied to them. I said, boom, I've caught swine flu. I can't come back to the jail. So he's like, well, you're going to have to stay out 5 days to thingy. I was like, oh my God, I got 10 days on road.
Man was doing that with the COVID. 1,000. Man was doing that. I see enough man doing that COVID. You get me? Because I was in flipping Stamford Hill then. You get me? Yeah, the same shit was going on.
Bro,
you get me?
I went on road. I was on road for 10 days. Now imagine man's been in jail for kind of long. And man's on road for 10 days. Bro, I'm doing a madness of my whole life. But then what happened is when I come back to the jail, man tried to smuggle something. They caught me. There was a mad screw. Can't remember his name yet. In Stamford Hill, there's a mad screw. I don't know if he works anymore. It's like RoboCop. This guy was just like the man. Like he would catch anyone.
Wait, what? Get anyone's phone and shit.
Yeah, his own devices.
The Willy Watcher guy.
Yeah, Willy.
Hey, do you know what, bro? We're making this motherfucker famous. Do you know what's funny is this? I'm sorry, fuck it. We're gonna get him famous right now. Because watch this, he'd been famous. Let me tell you this now. When I landed there, obviously I had my mash on that. You get me? I'm speaking to certain man. And man saying to me, Ross, you in Stanford? Oh, that Joe, there's proper, you know? And I'm saying, yeah, proper. Man said, but hey, what, is Willy Watcher still there? I said, bro, you know Willy Watcher, fam.
Yeah.
Willy Watcher. Bro, the person I'm speaking to, they ain't been in jail since like 2004, 5. And I'm in there 2020. And you're telling me about Willy Watcher, bro.
He's still there.
Oh, he's still there.
He's there now, bro. Are you stupid?
He's a
Let me tell you this, bro. Bro, I'm sorry.
Devices.
We'll get into that another time, but yeah, bro. Willy Watcher,
That guy is
sorry, bro.
He's
got that name for a reason.
Yeah,
Bro, he's really Willy Watcher.
Yeah,
He's really Willy.
Still.
Bro, that guy is like, I couldn't even explain it to you. He's like, I don't even know if he's a jinn, bro. I think he's a jinn, bro.
Bro?
The way he pops out
He
of nowhere.
appears, bro.
The way he pops out of
Oh,
nowhere.
my
It doesn't
days.
even make sense. Bro,
He just appears,
bro,
fam.
I'm in my cell, bro, in Stamford Hill. I got my blower, yeah? And like, I'm just doing my thing because, you know, everyone's got their blowers, yeah? I'm in my cell chatting to my girl, yeah? I heard, whoop, whoop. I heard the bird.
I know what time that is.
I ran to my door. Man was there. He's like, give me the phone, man. Grab my arm. Just give me the phone.
Bro.
I'm like, oh,
before
my
you
God.
can get off the phone, his hands on the phone. Yeah?
But I don't understand how he was so fast.
No, he had his own devices, didn't it?
You lot better know,
His
fam.
own devices.
He's talking real talk, fam.
Bro, the guy grabbed me and I was like, oh my gosh, I've messed up my home leaves. Oh, flopped.
Go and lay down.
Come on, man.
Go and lay down.
Alright, cool. So he's grabbed me now, grabbed my thing. I'm like, oh, this is it, man. Because you know what? I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Having a phone, yeah, I had Facebook in it, yeah, on my phone. Yeah. I know you don't think this is dead, yeah. I had Facebook, but I was communicating with the world.
Yeah, that
I
ain't
was
dead,
how's
bro.
that
That's
dead,
major,
bro?
bro.
Are
That
you
ain't
okay?
dead, bro.
I was
You're
communicating
nuts.
with the world.
You're in a cell, locked up, and you
Bro,
got your Facebook.
wait, got my
That ain't
Facebook.
not dead, bro.
my
Hey,
Facebook.
man's
That's popping.
dead.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
popping,
you're
bro.
so alive.
Yeah.
You are so alive. You're so alive.
Facebook on my blower, on my little, you know, the silent phones.
Yeah, the swivel thing.
The swivels, bro. I had my Facebook. I'm taking my little pictures, bro. I'm communicating with everyone on the outside to the point where I know everything. I'm like, yeah, what? My man licked down my man. What? Don't lie. Is it real talk?
Up to
my
date.
girls were like, yeah, babes, I was at that party. I saw your brethren. I'm like, is it? Don't lie. What's he saying? I get him my number. Give him my. Like, I'm on. I feel like I'm on road, bro. Like where I'm moving.
You're in the loop.
My man grabbed me, took the blower off me. But you know what? In Stanford, they don't kick you out straight away. You have to go do adjudications, innit? So my home leave was coming up, so they let me out. I came back because I knew I'm not gonna try and go on no run. That's dumb. That doesn't make sense. So man's come back now. I've had a little something that I tried to smuggle, yeah, like a MP3, like a MP. What's them like a USB stick thing? Brother, Don told me to squat, yeah, and. First, he told me to take your clothes off, yeah?
What?
Yeah, this is what you used to do. When you come back from home leave, they tell you to strip naked,
Yeah,
bro.
but not no squatting,
Yeah,
B.
he told me to
When
squat.
you watch, there's difference.
Bro.
He told me to squat.
I've been in that cage twice, bro. Nobody I was there with was squatting, bro.
Squatting's illegal anyway.
Bro,
It's banned now,
squat.
Oh, it's batting now.
innit? Yeah,
How
it's
long
banned,
ago
yeah,
was you
still
in there?
around, do a
2008, 2009.
Yeah, that's a long
That's why
time
they
ago.
would've been
Yeah,
squatting
you'd have been had to squat then still. I ain't gonna lie.
My man told me
You
to
just
squat.
have to know the law. If you know the rules,
you gotta know
at
the
the
law,
right
bro.
time,
It's 12 now.
like now, man ain't squatting. Some of them will try to drop it on you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
a
yeah, cool,
squat,
cool.
please.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
No, you
You
spin
think,
around.
you think I was born at road check this morning?
Yeah.
Go on,
Yeah, I
bro.
tell him I'm Muslim
Brother,
and I box him in his face.
My man told me to squat, fam, and that's when everything dropped out. And then he's like, yeah, you're going to that joke. What's that joke? Only.
Elmley. No. Elmley.
Elmley. You're going Elmley now.
Elmley.
Yeah.
Elmley.
He said, you're not coming back in there. You're going straight
Hey.
Elmley. I was like, oh man. So I went to Elmley now. The first day I come back, man's went straight to Elmley. I felt so washed. I didn't even have to tell my family like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do another 6. I still got 6 months left. I'm gonna have to do 6 months. Then they moved from Elmley to Wormwood Scrubs, and that's when I started. That's when I said I changed my life all completely because that jail, that jail was so dead. I said I'm a Muslim, I'm on Deen. I will never. I said this shit is over. I am done with road. I am done. Wormwood Scrubs made me realize how dead prison can actually be, bro. I've never known a prison to be so dead. I come from all these lit prisons where man them are there. There's blowers. There's all kinds of bro. I went there. There was nothing. There was nothing, and it's bare West youths, and they're on some West beef
West
thing,
North.
and then trying to tell me, trying to draw me into all this West beef. I'm like, bruv, I'm from South. I don't know what you lot like. Yeah, come me ride out on you. I'm riding out on no one. And then like I said, bro, all I want to do now is just pray, read Quran, and start learning my Deen, bro. That's it. I don't want nothing else, bro. Like, 'cause this has got too far now. Like I mean, like I've just done a little tour now, like bare little prisons, bro, and I'm feeling washed, bro. Like I'm just going around in all these prisons. Cause like man should be out on roads. Next thing I know now, bro, I'm in there now. Man's giving me a Quran CD. Man's giving me Arabic books. I'm trying to like go to the mosque, trying to do things, and the man's trying to get on D now. And this is my last like 3 months, and I started praying like every day. Start saying, Allah, please help me, because I didn't want to come out and then go back to jail. That was my biggest fear, innit? Because I've been doing it for a little few years of my life, innit? I've lost like, if you want to be honest, like 3-4 years of my life, I've just lost it now, innit? So I'm praying like, please, Allah, like, please don't make me come back here, man. I don't want to do this anymore, man. This is not for me, like. And then like I'm hearing older men come up to me and be like, it's not a man. Man's done giving the system like 12 years, man, 18 years. And I'm just looking at them thinking, Lord have mercy. When he turns his back, I'm like, Allah, please don't make me do 12 or 14 years, whatever you do. I can't do that. Because he's talking about it like it's a walk in the park, like it's nothing. And I'm looking at him thinking, nah, bro, I got like big dreams. I want to do things, you know what I'm saying? So when I come out March 10th, 2010, bro. I said, yeah, that's it, done. I'm done. I'm getting on my Deen. I'm getting married to a queen. Yeah, my little Muslim wife. Done. I'm done. I'm doing this thing anymore. I can't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Come out. And then like, again, I was around certain people that was making me do stuff like, oh yeah, do this, do that, do that. But I wasn't really as bad as before, you know what I'm saying? So I said, well, I'm going to start doing music. Because I was doing music from before, but I said, let me start taking music serious. And I started doing music for like a couple months.
What was you doing? Rapping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rare man, bro. Spiff TV. I was big on Spiff TV.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and check that out, man.
Yeah, bro, I was big.
I'm gonna go check that out.
How can some of the viewers find that if they want to find?
Bro, you ain't gonna find that.
I don't think he wants it. I don't think he
Lost in the archives, yeah.
Hey, brother, you have to do some hard work to find that stuff, bro. Hard work. But like, yeah, man was spitting in that for like 4 or 5 months. Released the mixtape. I was gonna release.
Oh, you had a whole mixtape and
bro,
everything.
Sleep When You Die, bro. I had a mixtape.
What is it called?
Sleep When I Die.
Okay.
So I was even Big Bad Blue. Was the person that hosted it.
Yeah, that's
bro.
big then. Yeah, for Wembley. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I was doing my thing, but then like it got to a certain period, yeah. Like it was like Ramadan. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me stop music and all that for Ramadan. Let me just do my thing, get on my deen, whatever. And then I started going mosque and I started praying, bro. And that's when my life changed, changed. I started loving the Quran. I started like, bro, this is amazing. Like, look how much man. And everyone's road youths next to me. So I'm like, bro. Like, I'm in a place where everybody's like me. It's not like I'm in a weird place where everyone's like a different nationality. Everyone's like man, you know what I'm saying? Like all black, and we're all from Jamaican households, everything. So I'm like, bro, this is love. Like, I love this. I love it. Even a black man's beside. I'm like, what? This is cold.
Definitely.
I'm like, yeah, this is for me, bro. I love this. This is me. So I'm praying with the brothers now. And now, everyone's like, yeah, you coming back to music. I'm like, not really, bro. Like, my heart's not in it like it was before. But then what happened is I was shooting videos. A lot of people don't know this.
I knew you shot videos. Yeah.
So I started shooting videos for the youngers on my estate because I said, I don't want them to go down the path that I went down and just go prison back and forth, get snakes, going through all of this cases and all that and doing bare bad stuff. I said, maybe music might be the way for them because I'm old now. It's not going to be worth it. I wasn't even that old. That's the funny thing. I was young, but in my mind, I was like, I've kind of lost it. That makes sense. I've kind of lost like that era where I could have done my thing. So I was doing videos for the youngsters, and I was helping everybody, like every single youngster that is probably big, like last 5-10 years, I helped them. Like even one of the biggest cameramen in the UK, Caleb Dennis, he even knows this himself. I basically taught him how to use a camera and that. Brought him to my mum's house, sat down. I was doing bare stuff for the little youths in my ends, and that, you know what I'm saying? But then it got to a point where what happened was there was a little youth on my ends, and he must have been like watching my videos and that. And then he was like, yeah, I watched that new video you done about licking down the youths. I'm gonna lick down one youth. And when he said that to me, I'm not gonna lie, that changed my whole perspective of what I was doing. Because I thought I was helping the youths. But I didn't realise that maybe I was even helping them to get into more beef. Because the shit that they were saying on their records, does it make sense? I'm thinking...
You're
like,
fueling it.
Yeah, like they're saying shit, but it's got subliminal messages. When we kidnapped my man, I'm just thinking it's a lyric. These times, it really did happen. So like, they used that onto them, like DM me and text me, oh, take that down, because man talk about me. But I'm like, I don't really know about anything. Like, I'm not involved in you lot's little beef and that. But then I'm starting to realise, raw, like maybe what I'm doing, I'm helping these little youths to go and kill each other. So I said, you know what? Let me allow this for a little while. Let me take a break from this. And I was making money, like mad dough off of it. And I remember SBTV hollered at me and he's like, oh yeah, what you're doing is big, man. I really like it. And like, this is before Link Up and Graham. They was there.
It was. Yeah, no, you was. Yeah,
they was kind of there, but they weren't like how they was now. You know what I'm saying? And then I said, you know what? This is long. I want to get into movies now. Because I've always had a passion to want to shoot movies. That's my real... In the end goal of everything, I'm a movie director.
Have you written scripts or anything like that?
Something like that, yeah, I have. I've got a few movies that I want to release. Like, from
what sort of movies you into? Like funny movies or
real life stuff, man? But not like see the gang thing. Yeah, I want to do the gang thing, but from an angle of the mother and the little brother. Because you know what, everyone talks about like the gang roads life here, like, but nobody ever talks about how it affects the siblings. Does it make sense? And the mum, like that's part of the road life. You never really clock it. Does that make sense? Like when the son's going off the rails, how does the mum feel? Like, does she feel hopeless? Like, what's the emotions she's going through? Or like when the little brother's looking up to his older brother. Like my little brother's looking up to me, but I was always telling him, bro, stay away from this, stay away from that. But he's thinking, bruv, well, look at you though. I'm saying, I'm doing this so you never have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never... Like, my little brother didn't have to be a road youth. If my little brother was a road youth to this day, he'd be an idiot because he didn't... Nobody troubled him because he was my little brother. Does that make sense? He always had a name because of who his brother was. He never had to do anything. So, for him, I was telling him, like, just do good stuff, go to thing. Look at me, I messed up. I done this, I done that. And he was kind of listening to me, but he weren't listening to me. Does that make sense? Because he wants to... experience stuff for himself.
Yeah, of course.
He wants experience girls. He wants because my life looks so glamorous from the outside in, but man's really suffering. You know, man's linking girls. Man don't want to link girl. You know what I'm saying? But man's linking girls because man's got a name and gal are onto man. Man's selling drugs, but man really want to sell drugs. Man wants to get a legit job, but because so much man are dropping me food and I've consigned so much food for so much man, I owe bare man dough. So I'm just literally dotting food to give everyone back their dough. So I don't get my head lick off. That's what I'm doing at one time. Sometimes people think that, oh, you're in the role life because you love it, but bro, I owed man mad thousands of pounds, bro. So I had to pay off this guy, pay off that guy, and don't think your debts don't go when you go prison, bro. Your debts don't go when you go prison.
That's what man thinks still.
Yeah, man. That's how you get your head bust or you get yourself stabbed and shit. Bro, Man are still asking for their money, bro. Like, where's
that bread don't go away because you went away.
No.
How?
Bro,
it depends how much bread it is, though.
Nah, when it's a couple bags and man's thinking, right, like, because I remember man pulled up at my mum's house and like, right, he owes me money, you had to tell. I was like, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Locked door. But like, I was mad. I was in jail thinking, what? Why are you pulling up at my mum's house? But, you know, like, other men are saying to me, bro, it's part of the game. You shouldn't be bringing man where your mum lives anyway. So you're dumb. Are you bringing man? Why are you doing this stuff where your mum lives? You know what I'm saying? So I had to take accountability for my action, and all them little things there was like all them little things there were like factors to make me say, you know what, I can't even do this. So like I told you, after Ramadan now in 2010, I said, yeah, I'm gonna do music, but I'm gonna shoot videos. So I start shooting videos, start getting paid. I was like, raw, this is working. Bare views, bare money. Not a lot of people was doing this at this time, so I'm doing this and it's working. But then I told you, after I saw the little younger you and you was telling me, yeah, I'm gonna lick down the you because this song that I heard for you lot made. I'm like. No, I had to even like stop him and say, no, little man, listen, that's just music. Like real life, man's trying to do positive things. But I'm looking at him, but he's looking at me. That's strange, like, what are you talking about, bro? Didn't you just come out of jail for this? And I'm like, yeah, but boy, it's not, bro, it's not good, bro. That same you, no one ever lied to you. Like, I'm kid you not, yeah, wallahi, that youth's in jail for murder right now. That youth's in jail for murder right now. And this is what I'm saying. After like all of that, I start saying, yeah, I'm corrupting the youngsters, you know. Like, even though I'm not corrupting them, they're going in studio with their money making the tunes, but I'm filming the video, making the video look sick and making them look like they're some villains and they're some bad man when really some of them are just good youths and they're getting into beef. This youth got stabbed, that you got shot, and it's like you saying, "Can you take my videos down, please?" And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Oh, it's getting me into beef," but I'm like, "Why?" Like, you know, I'm so oblivious to what's actually going on the roads. Like, there's tunes I'm making that other youths want to get onto them. So I said, I'm done this, and I stopped it, and then that's when I said, yeah, I'm just gonna just focus on something else, and I just focused on just learning Arabic and stuff like that, and that's my story basically.
Yeah, that's cold, bro, man. That's dope. So what made you get into and want to start Rare Talks?
I was bored. So what happened? 2020, they tried to put us in this lockdown rubbish. Bro, I'm not doing no lockdown, innit? I told you I'm Jamaican, I'm rebellious. I'm not doing no lockdown, but you can't lock down no Jamaican, bro. I need to go and do my things still. Yeah, and I was making monies as well, so I was making legit monies in a legit place. So I'm like, right, they stopped my job and they won't give me, what, Niki, what is it? What's that pay they was giving, man? Some furlough. No, I ain't taking no furlough. I was making money at my job, so I'm saying, bro, they violated me. So I said, I need to do something. So man saying, bro, like, you know what? You should talk about, like, how you lot got into gangs and all that, you know, maybe some youngsters, you might save their life. And I think lockdown, I don't know if you lot remember this, but everybody was going mad online. Do you remember? Everyone talk about fighting, punch man in the face, man will go on Instagram, I want to bang you in the face, you boy. And then youngers were doing even worse. They're like, yeah, remember that time when I dipped you up, boy, and I stabbed you in the neck? Yeah, but it was juicy though. You sauced up my blade, didn't it? You sauced. So I'm like, watching all of this from the outside and I'm like, this is like a simulation. This is not real life. How have all these youngers online? Because I thought the code was, if I've done something to you, feds are going to hear. Forget if man's talking bad. It's just feds. Feds might bring up old cases. So I'm saying, why these youngers have lost their minds? They've lost their sense of reality because there's no going outside. So everybody's online causing beef. So I said, I need to start telling them about like what man's come from. So maybe it will stop one of them from even going down that road. So I started filming about that. And then like, as I said, you know what? I should start filming about my ends, Tulsa, because be real, you know, there's nothing really, you don't really hear Tulsa like that. Tulsa,
that was even one of my questions to you though, but because we kind of drifted off. How was it growing up in Tulsa?
It was.
Do you think it played a part on your whole journey and all story, like the guy into jail? Because a lot of people from Tulsa has been in prison. If I think of all the names, they've wiped out the whole of that generation, and they were all in the camp, bro. That's the hill, bro.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, see, Tulsa's it's a small area, but it's a big area, and we're all connected. So we're all kind of one. There's bare man that in Tulsa that do stuff, but like you won't hear about Tulsa like that unless you're from Hill. Does that make sense? You wouldn't hear about the politics going on in Tulsa, but there's bare stuff going on in the Hill. So, like, the reason why growing up for me was, like, I saw, like, everyone selling drugs, everyone in nice cars, it's the same thing. Every ends is the same thing. You see the olders, they're always stunting, flexing, gal, everything looks good. It just looks like a movie, innit? And obviously, when you're growing up on a council estate and your mum has to pay all these bills, our parents, like, they learned how to survive, but not how to live. And that's what I've started to realize. Man wants to live, not survive.
1,000.
So like our parents, I can't lie to you lot and say I came from a house where it was cold. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I never had food in my house. That would be a lie. I'll be saying to you lot. I had curry goat, white rice, bad boy food, jerk chicken, all of it, bro. What are you talking about? Sardines certain times. You know what I'm saying? But man had food.
They knew how to make it work.
I want like starving in my mum's house, bro. There was always munchies in the fridge. My mum used to, and now I'm older, I started to see my mum's real struggle. Like she used to spend like £200 on shopping, bro. £200 on shopping. That's a lot of money back in those times, bro. You know what? Like we're talking about like 1998, like 2000 them times. Like my mum spending that much because man's got I got 5 brothers, so there's 6 men in the house and my dad. So there's 6 men and my mum in one yard. So it's not
no
normal.
Sisters or nothing.
No sisters,
bro.
That's
a lot of food still.
That's a lot going on.
That's a lot of eating.
Just besides the food, that's a lot of stress.
Thank you.
That's a lot
God bless mum.
Yeah.
1,000. Because forget the shopping. It's about sleeping at night. You know what I'm saying? We say 6 boys.
6 boys.
It's definitely difficult to have a good sleep at night.
It's like my household, 6 boys.
You get me?
6 boys.
6 boys, 2 sisters though.
All depend. It does depend on how your boys are as well. But at the same time, they're boys,
He's
isn't
from
it?
the
You
hill,
feel me?
bro, man.
Exactly. So sleeping at night was difficult for mum. I can imagine.
100%.
You feel me?
Even that played a factor in like me just saying I want to stay away from the roads as well because like my mum developed high blood pressure. And this is the part of the roads that nobody really talks about. Innit? Like my mum was in jail and she come to visit me once and I was in some far jail, and I could see on her face the stress and like. She's like, yeah, this was a long journey. It was 2 hours, son. When I finished work, I had to come here. But I couldn't not see you. I had to come. And in my eyes, bro, I'm not going to lie, bro. For the first time, like in my sentence, I wanted to cry, bro. Because I felt bad for my mum that I put her through this. Like, I've been taking her all around the country, but this one, like, was just far. Like, and I was thinking in my head, wow, man, shouldn't have done this to her, man. So now I'm sitting with regret, like, this is long, if I keep doing this. And then my mum's like, yeah, I just went to the doctors, got diagnosed with high blood pressure. I'm like, what? When? And she's like, yeah, 2 months ago. I didn't want to tell you, but I'm going to tell you now. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, and you know what the funny thing was? I learned my mum was my best friend from prison because she's the only person that kind of held it down for me, like my whole sentence. She used to send me like little postal order and like a letter like once every 2 weeks. And the letters were nice, like, son, keep your head up. The Lord loves you. Don't worry. Your pain's gonna change into thingy. You're a king. Stay strong. Like proper positive messages.
Motivation.
Like,
as well,
like,
motivating.
And it wouldn't be a long letter. It'd be like half a page, bro. But for me, I'd read it and be like, yeah, cool. Need to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So like, even that was one of the factors where I said, I can't even do this anymore. But growing up in Tulsa, I just saw man selling drugs, getting money, girls, and it was just fun. So when I stepped out with my friends, like everybody came from broken homes except for me. But because I'm around so much broken man, I've turned broken. You have to understand you are what your environment makes you, bro. All these men never had their father, bro. I never saw none of these men's dads. So they're just on the ends every day. Mum's just letting you go out and do whatever you want. Me, I've got a little bit structure. My mum would tell me, go out and come home by this time. But them men are out past that time. So I'm like, I'm with you, man. But I'm young these times, like 13, 14. So that's when my mum started moving mad at me and started saying, Rush, she started locking the door, putting latches on, like changing locks on the door. I remember I come home one day and my lock was changed. I said, "Raw, what's going on?" But I didn't, at the time, I'm thinking my mum don't love me and why would you do that to me? But I realised now as a big man, she was protecting herself because I was bringing stuff in the house that I shouldn't have been bringing in the yard. How can man have man's whole stack and everything in man's bedroom?
Everything, I mean, like everything I get you, everything. Like everything. Like everything.
So mommy's like, son, what are you doing? But you know when you're young, you don't care what you're thinking. I'm protecting myself, number one, and bruv, I got all my dough. I don't trust nobody, and I got all my food. I'm not leaving that in no gal's yard. So, bro, like I'm doing everything here like this. So mommy's locked the door and changed the locks and said, bro, like you're not coming in my yard anymore. I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know what you're up to, and I can't trust you. And I'm like, what? Let me in. So I'm looking at my mum and dad. They're just standing at the window, just looking at me, and that taught me a life lesson there. That taught me like, raw, like. If you don't obey the rules in where you live, then there's consequences to your actions. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that because when you go to prison, the same thing, bro. If you got stuff in your cell and they grab you, bro, you're getting took to the block.
So your mum should do that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's how it should be. Your mum should throw you out because what is now? The Jakes come and they boom the yard. your mum's gonna get held responsible for something. Do you understand?
That's
it could be this small. Do you understand? She's gonna get held responsible for something, and you, as a young boy growing up or as a young man, you should never bring food where you rest. Anyway, you get me? When that front door comes off, mum has to pay for the front door because when they find food, they don't have to pay for shit. You get me?
And it depends what food and what they find because mummy will go jail, bro, and they're not hearing nothing.
Exactly. And
mummy's going jail with you.
They don't think they won't send your mum jail.
Yeah,
they will because what they want somebody, innit? So they'll hold on to your mum to make sure they get you.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's normal, fam.
Definitely.
So don't think your mum's exempt.
So that's why I said, yeah, man. Like when my mum done that to me, like I was like 15, 16, and I remember I was like, bro, like really doing this to me. Like I went to live at my auntie's house in Clapham. Like, I was living at my auntie's house for like 2 weeks, and then like I was getting cool. You're getting other family members involved. Like, yeah, call my mum, let you back in, man. I'm gonna change. I'm not like that anymore. But obviously, man's still like that. But man just has to move a little bit smarter. You know what I'm saying? Man has to link gal on the ends and say, yo, hold that. Do you mean you're my gal? Hold that. Yeah? Hold it. Don't say nothing. Yeah? And playing some Ride or Die or some Ja Rule down our
Stop it. Stop it.
You know, playing down. You're my down bitch. Everyone's playing the shit.
Hold that, you're my girl. Hold that.
Yeah, it's real.
It's done.
And she's just like, I love you, I'll do anything for you, yeah, then hold this. And then you give her the mad story, like, feds are on me, they're trying to kill me, babes, you don't get it. Like, look, I love you, don't you want to see me go prison? You want to see me go jail? Do you want to see me go jail? She's like, no. Hold him, whatever.
Back in them Ja Rule days, you probably could have pulled that shit still. 1,000, yeah? Now, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Huh?
Yeah, but yeah, Tulsa, man, it's like a world of its own.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. You got different parts of Tulsa. So Tulsa is like you got High Trees, you got New Estate, Coburg, Palace Road. Like it's all different,
and it's all blocks and flats.
Yeah,
it's the projects.
Yeah.
It's the projects for real.
It's a housing.
Yeah,
you get me.
Yeah. Like man used to chill in blocks and watch feds come. We'll do crime and then hide in a block and then watch the feds drive around like idiots.
It's a housing project.
There's 1,000 youths around there all together with shanks already.
Yeah,
ready to go.
It's a housing project.
Ready to go.
That's
from all different
houses.
It will equal up to 1,000 youths ready to go. That's how
there.
living around there is crazy. And not all the youths mess with each other, which is mad. There must have been a time around there when you saw everybody messing with each other.
Everybody, it was a time.
That's what must have been beautiful.
Yeah, it was a time when Tulsa was united, and we used to go to the community center, and we used to do garage together. You know what I'm saying? But then, as like time started to go on, it's like anything, innit? Like friends fall out over gal, my friends fall out over money. It's always the same thing anywhere you go. Like I think every ends someone falls out over money or a gal or my man this person or this man fuck my man's sister. Like it's always something going on in the ends. So there's always something that just makes people disunite, and then man's guy in jail coming out, got new friends, bringing new friends on the block. You know what I'm saying? And man's like, who's this? And they're like, oh, it's my brother I met in jail. And we're like, yeah, cool. I trust it. I don't know that. Don't bring him to my house or my block, bro. I don't mind, bro. Bring that nigga around me, bro. I'll flip. And that's why Tulsa is like a small place, but it's very low. So you wouldn't know what's going on in that ends unless you know someone that's deep in there. You know what I'm saying? We used to be linked up with like Gypset and all that. Like those were my man's brothers. It's funny now because this is why I say this gang stuff it doesn't make sense. It's all fake. All these little youths are all dumb. They're all stupid. They're all like they've just made themselves like proper like scrunched in. Bro, I could go to Brixton Hill anytime I like. I still can, yeah. But I'm saying like some youngers from my state will be like, oh, I got beef for them youths from Brixton Hill. But Brixton Hill and Tulsa linked
like
it
that,
like that,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like that.
And Tulsa and Gypsy Hill are like that, bro. I mean, everyone from Gypsy Hill are like my brothers.
Yeah.
Like, I could phone a man right now and he'll come down and he'll be in there 5
That's
minutes.
how
Like,
that whole circle was. I think it was for like our generation.
Yeah.
That whole, I'm talking like from Streatham all the way around to Kenton, all the way around like Clapham, all the way around. That it was just like that.
Yeah.
We had friends and like boom,
everywhere,
boom,
bro.
boom. Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't like how it isn't like if you had problems, it would be with an individual. Like I've got problems with my man because he done this. You know what I'm saying? But now from what I'm hearing, the youths Tulsa got beef for Gypsy Hill, Tulsa got beef for Brixton. I'm like, bro, I ain't got beef with no one, bro. Like, brother, like I'm saying to all the youngers, like, bro, I'm not involved in none of what you lot are doing. Like I'm on older. because I still go and link them, man. Imagine I still go to the ends and link the elders. You know what I'm saying? I still link the elders and we all chill. Like, as big men, as Muslims, we're all Muslim. You know what I'm saying? All of us are Muslim. Man ain't beefing no Muslim. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. And that's what man's trying to tell the youngers, like, bro, you lot all Muslim, bro. Why are you lot beefing each other? It don't even make sense. You lot all Muslim, bro. Like, you should be loving each other.
Are they all Muslim as well, yeah?
Majority of them, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Majority of them, bro. If we get to the crux of it, you're like, bro, because I talk to them deeper. I'll be like, Assalamu alaikum. And then you say, alaikum salam. Like, right, when do you
the thing is this, some men just want to be brothers. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? Like, enough men will say, yeah, I'm Muslim. You're just a brother. You get me? I'm Muslim, bro. You get me? Like, you understand what I'm saying to you?
Because
there's no value there. You feel me?
Because I was with like a lot of the youngers and they're telling me they got beef with this you and that you. I'm like, bro, but you're all Muslim, you know? And like, I can see in his eyes that he knows, he understands what I'm saying, but it's like, because of what's happened, transpired between them, it's like he's wary of them. Does it make sense? So I was just like, I'm not really involved in it, but yeah, that was, Tulsa's like a small place, but it's like very, like everyone in the ends, back in the day, my time was all connected. You know what I'm saying? Like, man would rob another man in Tulsa, like man would rob a brethren. So man would line up their brethren, but we're all from Tulsa. It'd be like, it's weird like that. But the dynamic is so mad, like we'd all know that my man lined up my man. Or my man drummed my man's yard. Or like, that's how Tulsa is. You, an outsider wouldn't really get into Tulsa.
A few areas where I get them vibes. Even though I'm good, I'm cool and all those ends is there, but I just know it's like that. Tulsa is definitely one of them. then you get the Nam. And then you get where was the other one? I had it, but it's all like Bronx, Brooklyn vibes, man. You know, like niggas. Yeah, this is if you don't know no one here, you might get got. Don't come around here, yeah. Especially when I was outside, anyway. Like that's how it was, bro, man. You couldn't really circulate and percolate around there if you wasn't from around there.
You can't. But it's like like I said, I came from an era where everybody came from broken homes, so I'm with youths that no one's got fathers. Like I deeped it as I got older. Yeah. All my friends now are like great fathers to their children, but I understand why. I didn't deep it before. Like, these men will die for their children. Like, some of my brothers now, they're great fathers. Like, even if they like don't see their children every week, they're great fathers. Like, they love their children. Like, the way man talks about his children and picks up his children, always with his youths, you just know man loves his children. But the reason being is because his dad wasn't there. So he doesn't want that to continue. He looks at his daughter or his son and he says, nah, I have to be here.
And look at that there. Look at that there. This is a standard procedure in life, isn't it? To be a father to your child.
Yeah.
But because, like you said, you saw enough of them, or your friends, like a generation that never had fathers in the house, man saying that, like, that's great. Yeah. When it's a standard, responsible thing to do is look after you. You see what animal does? It's going to look at a cat or a dog. It's going to lick it. It's going to look after it. And that, you know,
we don't get no trophies for that shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's normal, bro.
But that's the problem that. Because them man never had fathers, I saw the way that they acting towards their children. Because I was one time I was saying, right, these men are all like top guys getting money, yeah? But now they've kind of like not fell off here. But the thing is, man's just at home being a full-time father, and I didn't understand why was you at home being a full-time father? Go get a job. But now I'm deeper. Like, he didn't want his son to ever miss a moment with him. Like, he was literally, I'll do everything for this little boy. Like, I don't even mind not working and being on benefits just so I could pick up my son from school and take him from work. Like, that's how man's mind was. And I was thinking, what are you on, bruv? Like, do get a job. But man's just really wanting to be there for their children because of what they went through. So it's like a trauma response of parenting. Does it make sense? Of being, or just being normal. Like, man's over exaggerated with it.
No, I hear you still. That's what it is. Because most men... It's right what you're saying. Most men I know never grew up with their fathers, and that's the first thing. That's what you see. They're always with their youths, man.
Yeah,
that's it, man. Yeah. So like our generations, we wasn't with our dads like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember my dad bringing me football once. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Mum brought me football though. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. But yeah, rare talks, man. What do you what made you choose to say the subject to the topic of empowering men?
Empowering men, that all came from do you know what I saw online? Like, as time's gone on, I've started to see that men are just weaker than they've ever been on social media and just in life in general. There's not a lot of good role models, and they're trying to water down everything with this LGBTQ, and you know, it doesn't matter if you're gay or not or whatever, and you know, be feminine, go and tell women all your emotions, be vulnerable around with all this stuff. And I just feel like it's an agenda against our children, you know what I'm saying? to make the women more masculine and the men more feminine, and then destroy our children, bro. So when our children grow up, man's crying over a gal leaving him, bro, instead of getting up and fixing up his life and doing what he's got to do for the betterment of himself. So I started to say, raw, there's a big disconnect going on. As time's going on, I'm starting to see that man them don't even rate their life. Like, I'm hearing man say things to me and I know man don't rate their life. Like, if man tell me he's linking bare gal, you don't love yourself. I don't care anyone says. If man tells me that he's risking his freedom for money that doesn't actually make sense, you don't love yourself.
Back up on the first point first.
I love that first point, though.
Yeah, why would you say you don't love yourself if he's, what you say, beating multiple things?
You don't love yourself.
Why?
Because if you loved yourself, you would value yourself at such a high level that you know that not any woman can get you. And the woman that does get you, it has to be a queen. It has to be that one woman that deserves you and you deserve her. You going around with lots of women, it might seem like it's appealing, but we're taught this from young, from the movies, from the culture. We're taught this like the way to be, but it's not actually.
So how
the way
did you
to
reprogram yourself then? Because you know, Jamaican already, you was taught to have 3, 4, 5, 10 girls, bro, on the go at one time.
Yeah, it was hard for me. It was hard for me, if I'm honest, because you come from that culture where the music, the vibe, the people you're around, it's like
fat pussy girl.
Yeah, it's like.
That's how it is, you know. That's what we're hearing, bro. From early, bro.
I know it's real because, like, in our culture, we're taught to be like not promiscuous, but to have fun and not to really care too much. That's what it looks like it's telling us. But then there's another side to it that when you get older and you get to certain places in your life, and you're actually lonely, because I was lonely for a period of time, like where I had no woman, nothing, and that really made me realize that all them gal that man was linking and chasing, now man's kind of like not in that same position that I was before. They're kind of not really there for me. So what am I doing chasing women? That means I don't. So when I pick myself up and I get myself back to that level, all the women want me. But see, that's the thing. If you value yourself at that moment, you're not going to let all that energy back in. You're going to control what comes in and what comes out. You're not going to let anybody even get around you because you've built yourself from the ground up and you know how hard it was to rebuild yourself. So now you're at this level now where I'm like, I want one queen so that she can stay with me forever. And we build on that. That's the basis that we build on. Nothing else. I don't need no 10 side things or 4 things coming in because I value myself and I value the woman that I have, and me and her, we love each other, and that's all that matters in the end. You know what I'm saying? So I program my mind to say, yeah, this is long and it's dead still.
It is dead. I'm about that energy as well. You see, you just fuck be a different gal, you know. You just putting yourself in there and just, bro, the energy you get from them on you. It's not good, bro.
Kill, cocky, one pussy kill,
don't
cocky,
get me
kill,
wrong,
cocky,
go do your thing, have your little fun, but
nah, hey,
it can get technical, bro.
You know what? I feel like, the goal is to be with one woman, but I feel like as a man,
we're allowed 4 though, innit? But
as a
4
man, because
wives,
we've been engineered to think this way from young. Getting out of that mindset is going to be very difficult.
It's hard. That's why I asked him.
You got man in their 60s, 70s, still got bare girls on the road.
That's what he's telling us.
How to rewire that is going to be a big problem.
I feel like the first thing is that you've got to respect yourself to a level where, bro, you've got to love yourself enough to know that not anybody is good enough for your space, meaning that you don't let anybody come around you that's not beneficial for you. You see, sometimes we're sleeping with women and they bring no benefit from us, but they take so much from us. So it's like
energy.
Like, bro, my mental health is depleted because I'm with this woman, but she's got a big bum. She gives me the pum pum whenever I want. Give me best head, whatever. All right, cool. On that side, everything looks good. But now in my life, like what I need to be like, to be a better person, she's not helping me towards. So, but I like her being there because she's just a thing that I got. See, what she's doing is she's transferring her energy, her bad, positive, her everything on me, bro.
I've done the maths years ago.
And then eventually what happens is I start feeling depressed, bro. I start feeling down. But I ain't even got no problems. My life's
Protect your mental health, man. Protect your mental health.
Yeah.
People feel like act like this shit ain't real.
It's real, bro.
Mental health is real.
It's more than real. Yeah.
It's fucking real. Protect that.
And you see when you're like, as I've got older now, and I sound old now, like man's my 30s now, like mid 30s.
You're young still, man.
Nah, I'm still in my 30s.
What are you, 33?
No, 36, bro.
Yeah.
So man's old. Man's old.
So when he was talking about the pogs and that, I already knew, but I didn't want to ask him his age. You feel me? So I just asked him what year.
Yeah.
It made sense to me.
He was in Dunraven with Ali as well.
Yeah. So I knew. This is what I knew.
That's the age group.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I just know this. As I've got older now, sex is not the same for me. I don't know about you lot, but it's like I just can't have sex with a girl that I don't like. Like back in the day, I was a horny little boy. I could just like be anything. Like, dude, stand up. It's not like that anymore, bro. I've got to genuinely like you, like proper mentally like you, and then be in the mood and all these things. And I feel like if you don't get to that, you have to train your body to like someone mentally before you like them physically, because a lot of times we think of our penises more than we think of our brains. That's how we end up with gal that's baby mother. I'm like, hey, yo, how's this gal breathing for me? Bruv, we done it, bro. We messed up, bro. We should have never breathed that thing, bro. We should have never fucked
done it, bro.
If you would have thought, you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, if man was thinking straight, logically, the gal's got mental health, she living in the yard, she bunny weed every day, she's not doing nothing productive with her life. How am I even busting inside this girl? What am I doing, bro? Like, where is this gonna end for me? It's gonna end up, she's not letting me see my you. This is where the cycle continues now. Another child that doesn't have a father because of my dumb mistake and her not being a responsible adult. So now I've realized that until we start thinking with our brains here and start saying, you know what? If she's not wife material, I'm not even having sex with her. Like, if she hasn't even got the attribute of being my wife, I won't even touch her. I won't even go near her. That's the way we got to start valuing ourselves as men. Because women are valuing themselves like that. Trust me, they don't want to have sex with just anyone. They pick, they're so selective. Like, they have 10 men and be like, I want him because he looks like he's got the most potential. Like, that's what they'll choose. Us men, we're just taking anything that we're given, bro. That's
a lot of girls do that, yeah. A lot of girls don't. Yeah. It's not all of you, so don't think you're all getting away there. You get me?
But yeah, that's why I said, like, empowering men, like, the first step is like, if you love yourself, you wouldn't sleep around. Number two, if you really love yourself as well, then you're gonna value your freedom, bro, because freedom is priceless. Don't let no
That's
one
key.
No one lie to you and make it seem like if you go jail for 30 bags, yeah, or your line's making 2, 10, 3, 4 bags in a month, yeah, bro, I'm telling you, legitly, you can do that in a business. A lot of us are entrepreneurs. I've learned this from young. Like, if you was a top dotter and you had a sick line, you could hold a legit company and just do it. And if you put that same energy and that same drive and the way you move, bro, you would kill the game, bro. It's just about how do we take these characteristics and pull it in here. And that's where I think, like, a lot of us, we don't value our freedom. We're risking it at the price of what? Of the price of these things that if we go jail for, legitly, I always do the maths, yeah? I know a youth that went jail for a rollie. The rollie's like, what, 5 bags, bro? 5, 6, 7 bags, yeah? The rollie, yeah? 6, 7 bags. He went in jail for 3 years for that. He done 3 years for a rollie. That's 5 bags. All right, legit, the deadest job in the world, 18,000 a year. Do the maths, bro. Do the math. The math weren't mathing for me, bro. Like, the math weren't mathing for me, bro. That's why the roles didn't make sense, because I started to do, an older youth sat down with me and started doing maths with me. He said, I'm doing plumbing, I make 35 grand a year. Dip in your mind and how much money he was making from dotting. Bro, you're making kind of a big amount of money. And you don't have to watch his back for feds. You have to watch his friends for friends snaking him. Gal liking him because they only want to beat because you're up and you're doing this. Bro, everyone knows gal just want to beat when you're up and you look like you're getting money and everything's going well.
Time. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Yeah, but like...
But there's ones that do.
Going back to that plumber, that's 35 on salary. If they're self-employed, it's 50k plus.
Now,
remember, for a call out, a plumber, it's like £150, bro. For a call out, that's just for me to leave the yard. Never mind what I'm gonna do when I get there.
You lot do the maths here. Man's dotting, and sometimes man's not even making it in a day, bro. Their line's not even beating like that. Some men are, but it's not everyone. So I'm risking my freedom for that. For less than that. When this guy legitimately just going back and forth, and the guy, man's showing me, look, the skills that you've acquired through the streets here are life skills, bro. Like, you know how to move in a room full of vultures. Streets. You know what I'm saying? You know how to move in a room full of vultures, like bare investors. Bro, I'm not even sweating, bro. I'm cool. I know what I'm about to say. I don't know about you lot, but I know what I'm about to say. This is the same movie as when we was in the house with 20 men that's killers. Like, we're in the same movie right now. It's only different.
Man's got bare transferable skills.
100,
you get
bro.
me? Man need to realise that. And utilise.
Once you realise how powerful you can do with your business, yeah, and like the drive and everything that you need, once you learn it, yeah, bro, it's no different to the drug game. See all these politicians, they're trappers, bro. They're real life trappers. They're just trapping. They're trapping houses, bro, in their unlegit ways and dodging tax evasion and sending accounts here and but we just don't know it, bro. We just don't know what they're doing. Once you start to learn half of the game, bro, I I learned this, bro. Having my own business, this is what I learned. This is just me, just basic. I don't pay for a phone bill, bro. I don't know what you lot do, but I don't pay for a phone bill. My business does. Every year I claim back on my expenses, bro. There's stuff that you claim back on your expenses. You could be doing, I could have bare stuff and you don't think, bro, how you get all this stuff in your yard? Bro, it's
Business, bro.
Expenses, I write off expenses.
You get me?
Pre-tax money.
Business accounts and these things, you get me?
But why are we not getting taught this? Because if we start teaching youngers financial education and letting them become financially independent, then a lot of them won't even do the roads.
Financial literacy.
Man will just say, I'm legit now. I don't need to be licking man down or buying guns and that.
And that's what it is, you know.
You have youths that are still doing drill music and buying guns with their money, bro.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Buy something that's tangible that you can make a business of. Drop shipping, learn something different. You know
A
what I'm
lot
saying?
of them do, don't get me wrong. A lot of them, you get me, they do a few things, buy a few house, put their name down and get a house, whatever, try and get a mortgage or whatever.
That's good still.
They do. But they are still doing them other things as well. You get me?
You just gotta just love your freedom enough to say, I'm not gonna put it on the line that I'm gonna destroy myself. And that's what empowering men is, and making men become masculine again. What I mean is that is man going into fighting, but not, you see, I feel like man needs to be dangerous at all times. But
Anthony
dangerous,
Joshua, you listening?
yeah, dangerous at all times. Dangerous at all times, but know how to control it.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, it's
but
safe.
not dangerous where you don't know how to control it.
Safety
Some
first,
youths
but
have got
stay
knives
dangerous,
and they
bro.
don't know how to be. Some of these youths, they're stabbing other men because they're scared.
No, facts.
That's not knowing how to control yourself,
No,
bro.
no, it's not.
So you're just moving emotional. What you say to me?
Erect.
You killed me, bro. I'm
Killed
an
him by
innocent man.
accident.
And then man's on the net saying, yeah, when we got down that Newton toast, I'm a civilian. I'm an old man. I'm not even involved. Killing me and getting you no points. You're not going to get no points killing me, bro. You're just going to feel bad at the end of the day and do 30 years in prison. That's all you're going to do. And then maybe someone smokes you because of that. It's no point in it. So that's what I try to say to men. The transferable skills that you have and empowering yourself is being able to go boxing, go to the gym, do these things, yeah? And it helps your mental health. Because, bro, if your girl leaves you tomorrow, your family turn their back on you, bro, what do you do in that state, bro? You still got to keep... Life doesn't stop.
Keep going.
Life don't stop because you're going through your little sadness. You know what I'm saying? You got to say, you know what? Let me start going to the gym. Let me start... Even, I tell man, start doing martial arts. Do you know jiu-jitsu, yeah, is a way of actually curing depression, or like any martial arts, like boxing, anything. Because when you're going in, you're letting out that little steam. Even football with them brothers, like even that weekly. How much anger or aggression that took up, bro, man's running up and down the pitch, bro, non-stop. Man ain't got time after that to be doing
These
anything
days
stupid.
it's mad though. They're on Zans.
That's what I'm saying.
They're on Molly. They're on Perks. They don't want to go play football or nothing, bro. And this is how man will just keel over and dead. You get me? I'm telling you, bro.
There's some skinny dude with a pot belly.
Telling you, bro. I don't understand it. It's gone crazy. You're skinny. Your belly is fat. I don't know. Fat boy slim. I don't know what to call you. You get me? It's crazy.
It's crazy because like...
But it's easily done, you know.
What's
Like,
that?
you can become complacent easily.
Yeah, but especially when you're on all them drugs there.
100%.
Things going on.
But that's what it is. That's the balance and the light and the cycle of life. But it's trying to find the balance.
balance.
That's what it is. Because you can have your ups, you can have your downs, but it's just trying to find the
That
balance. You can
middle
have your
ground, bro.
weekdays. You know what I'm saying? You can have your days where you just feel like,
And that's with everyone.
uck it. You know what I'm saying?
That's everyone, bro.
Some people,
Finding that will
but
to
some
carry
people
on.
think they take that uck it day a bit too far,
Too
where they
far.
don't harm themselves.
Man,
You know what I'm
start
saying?
basking in the fucking depression.
and start questioning the creator and all these sort of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things we just can't get into, man.
Like I even say to men, yeah, after you go gym, yeah, for a little bit period of time, like, and that's why they give it to people in prison. Like, I was always wondering, why do they give man prison like tennis or polo or something? Like they give man because they know that's gonna release a lot of like testosterone that man has inside of man. And man doesn't know that when you have certain high levels of testosterone, it makes your mind think not your mind don't think right. Does that make sense? So youths that ain't getting gal, not beating, and they're out there with their blade, bro. They're not thinking
Nah,
straight.
them man, they move mad, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they move mad.
It's
still.
a chemical, isn't it?
They move mad. They need to beat
Once
something
that
still.
chemical's
They need to beat
released, bro.
something. Yeah, they need to beat something still.
get me?
And then
need
they're
to beat.
eating the mad chicken nowadays. It's not like the chicken back in the day. This
GMO
chicken
shit.
now is making man 6'5". All the youths is 6 foot, bro. Every single little youth is 6 foot. I don't get it, bro.
My
Why is
son's
everyone 6
6'2" now.
foot?
Shax is 6'2" now.
See,
He's 6'2".
why are they all so tall? What's going on? There's not something.
Hey, a lot of them are
Coming
6'2",
like some
and they
American-
weigh a bag of sugar, bro.
That's what I
telling
was
you,
just
fam.
about to say. Some long, skinny
I'm
youth, bro.
telling you, fam. some plaits all up in the
some
air
of
and
them are
that.
big. Yeah, baby. Yeah, some
bro.
of them are big still.
Tall, fat. Yeah, a lot of them are big. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are tall and thin, bro. You get me? With some plaits on the top of the head and head and that. Yeah.
So I've come to the realization that if you really love yourself, you're gonna love your freedom, bro. And freedom is priceless. Don't let no one lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, I'll say this: does freedom have a meaning if you're trapped in your ways?
Yeah, because you ain't free then.
No.
See, and that's where I had to change my life and change my mind because, all right, man's free again. But if I start doing the same thing, bro, I'm going back to this place again. Like, there's no doubt. I have no doubt that lifestyle I'm living is going to bring me back here. So that's why man had to start changing up certain things and changing up people that I was rolling with. And a lot of people went prison as well as well. When I came out, most of my friends went in jail. And I was like, right, you man in jail now. Like, I'm out now. Everyone's in jail. Like, it didn't even make sense. So a lot of things happened that was good around me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, empowering men is basically making men get back their power inside themselves and love themselves again. Because I feel that a lot of men have lost that. Like, even if you speak to a man that's been denied access of seeing his child, he looks like a broken man. Like, if you see a man that has been...
He might top himself.
Yeah. No, have you been around a man and he's like, his energy feels...
It's gone.
And you know when you're talking to man, you don't even realise why he's like that. And then you say, I ain't seen my son in a year, you know. And you're like, raw, like, oh, so this is where this is all coming from. But because as men, we don't really speak about stuff like that because we feel embarrassed that
we
someone's
speak about that still around the lab still. We speak about that still. These are things we speak about,
amongst each other. We definitely.
Yeah, that's good because I feel like...
in general, we don't.
Yeah.
In general,
Yeah, I know what you mean still.
Like, you don't really catch a lot of circles of men. And on top of that, then we don't have places where we as men can say, all right, my mental health is depleting. Like, I'm feeling finished. What advice would you give to a man if he said, my mental health is going low? What would you say to him? This is the kind of conversation.
Do you know what, yeah? I think that's a problem in this world as well because we're expected to do so much, but we haven't actually told you, look, ladies, world, we're a bit stressed out and we're a bit tired. Mental health is a bit shaky. Please, can you help us a little bit, please? We don't talk like that as a whole, as men. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So I just feel like no one don't really get to see or hear how we really feel. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because it's always a macho thing. We got to be there. We got to be the breadwinners. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
And that's why if we don't speak about these things though, and the next generation grow up, I'm not saying to man be soft. Listen, that's not what man's saying. Man's saying as men, we need to actually have conversations that are relevant to men that could help us. Does it make sense? If a man's gal gave him bun and we're all laughing at him, bro. Like, it's not a funny thing, fam.
Bro, fuck all of that, bro. My gal gave me bun before, fam. I opened up, fam.
Yeah,
you
that's the
alright,
best
fam?
way, yeah.
You alright, cuz?
That's the best way.
Brother, man gone, innit?
Yeah,
I don't give a shit, bro.
You're keeping it, yeah.
You feel me?
It happens. This part of the game, man.
Yeah, but you see what you just done. 100 men want to do that.
No, they won't.
Because they're so embarrassed. They're so embarrassed.
And that's what destroys them, though.
Of course.
And this is what creates the mental health.
And then that's what...
mad, bro.
Yeah.
No, do you know what? Like, I'm going to say this now. I only met these guys through the podcast, right? And recently I went through some
That weren't
shit.
recent neither, yo.
And what? As in, while the podcast has been going, I had some issues in it, and then I just proper, my life just went, as I knew it, my life just stopped. And these guys are the only men that showed me love, man.
See?
They helped me get back up.
Yeah, I love my bro. It's always going to be that,
see
man,
what,
bro.
That's the kind of things that I love hearing because that means that you lot all in tune with yourselves because, see, as men, yeah, there's a lot of younger men that I'm telling you, bro, they sit in a room, bro, it's talking about drugs, drill, music, and some crazy stuff because the music doesn't even make sense anymore. Drill, up, down on the floor. Been done for 4 times 6, 6 times 3 times so done. Dipped him in the neck, now he's dead. Like, smoking on that pack, that up pack. Because they don't want to say the name. It's all crazy. So, me and you communicating, it's all mad. You know what I'm saying? Our communication, I feel like the younger generation's communication skills are gone. Like, man will be going through mental health and they'll just be thinking he's a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm older, I realised that the youths that were the most baddest were suffering for the worst mental health. And I didn't realise it at the time because when you know what I'm
problems,
saying?
man. Yeah, we got issues.
Yeah, like man didn't realise our mental health was at stake and we was just living, and that's why who knows? Everyone here's got a friend that's been in Moseley. Everyone knows someone.
Yeah, we got someone right
If
now.
it ain't Moseley, it's Springfield.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, my nigga ain't in the Moseley. Where's my brother at, man?
He's in the
He's in the one though, man.
yeah, the
And he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
Broadmoor.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Yeah, he's in Broadmoor.
And he shouldn't be.
Damn, son.
Get me?
Broadmoor's like next levels.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
Broadmoor.
May Allah make it easier on my brother.
Even on that sense, like, because we was on the mental health, you know, like, because he's been diagnosed with, is it schizophrenic?
Yeah, schizophrenic from the age of 30.
So the man was trying him on the train, provoking him. Even the guy's son said that his dad was being the aggressor. The brother walked away. The guy followed him into the next carriage, then ended up getting stabbed 18 times, provoking a madman. Or they're saying he was mad because the brother will be around us and he's normal.
Yeah, but you're provoking a man.
Yeah.
That's got issues, bro.
That's got issues.
And that's what I'm saying.
And he said, leave me alone.
He said it.
He said, leave me alone, bro. And he's still got, like, was it 25, 28? 28 years.
And said that he never had no
mental issues.
Yeah, it was definitely a white man he stabbed, 100%.
That's what it was. It was.
You didn't have to tell me. I just knew it still. Because they're not going to get... If that was a black man, they'd be like, yeah, you shouldn't have provoked him. Like, a black on black, it's nothing like... But it's funny that we all know people that have gone to Mosley and had mental health. Like, some of my friends have got mental health and they're doing well now, but they got like diagnosed there. But I could see the early signs back in the day. You know, you could see early signs on man. Like, you're not realising it, but you could see early signs. Like, I'll never forget, like, my brethren, he start talking about the Mason thing. Remember there was a time where everyone was talking about arrivals.
But that thing can turn people mad.
Bro, but do you know...
If it ain't strong.
Bro, do you remember the time when there was some man here that was going too hard, though?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're like, I'm wearing my clothes inside out. My man's a Mason. Look at the Texaco sign. And I'm like, brother, like, I just want to have a good time, you know? Like, I don't... Like, you know what I'm saying? Man's like, raw, we got to be like this, we got to be like... And I never forget, that in itself, was a lot of people was going mad, and you could see early signs of mental health, but because we was in the streets and smoking weed, we're not even thinking, we're thinking that it's normal around all our bridges, but some men are going mad. It's not, it's affecting them differently. The roads and everything else is affecting them differently.
Even just that, the weed.
Yeah,
The weed, I've seen the weed affect people.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everybody.
Because even look, check this. This is deep, Check this from my brethren, His yard got drummed, His house got run up in by some youths, and people put guns in his mum's mouth and that. Bro, my man lost his head. My man got mental health. Walked around the ends, just like, and man are still giving him weed. I'm saying, brother, stop making him smoke, brother. He's not good, blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, brother, stop giving him stuff, bro. Like, man, stop giving him anything. Before you know it, my man's coming around talking about what? He's got crack. I'm like, what? So now he's like, do you remember how Menace Society, how they treat crackheads? It's the same way we kind of treat them as well. Like, one of the man turned crackers, we don't want him to be around us anymore.
He's done. It's over for you.
We're kind of punching him up, like, get off the block. Like,
kick him up his bottom or whatever. It's over for you. It's over.
But that's wrong, bro. Man should have told him, go rehab.
Help him,
Man, take him to rehab. Man just violated the poor youth, bro. Now man is really
jungle outside though, man. At the time it was a jungle. Man ain't gonna be worried about no rehab. Man's gonna say my man's done, star. That's what it is.
Definitely.
Only his proper brethren is gonna want to help him. You know, like,
but even
the
then,
man them on the block.
But when you're smoking food, because you're moving so scatty, man don't even want to be seen with you. I like.
No, you can't be though, man. You've gone against the grain. You've gone against the grain.
When man start bunning hard, I'm talking about hard, and the heroin and it's all in one, and the man's on the ends with nitties, and you're looking at him saying, brother, you was one of the man. What happened to you? And he's like, what? Can you lend me £1, please? And he's like, he's in some zombie world, and you're like, bro, like,
I haven't heard what you're saying.
Like, I've seen, man, my own eyes fall into that mistake, and that's because man's mental health depleted and we never helped him. So now, like, my platform, I try to help man as much as I can, like, with their children, their wives, everything in their lives, bro. And I feel like man's message is getting out there because a lot of man, they've been stopped from seeing their children. And this is not just like in man's community. I'm talking about like, it's a pandemic.
Every community, every
it's
community.
A pandemic.
Yeah, with that, it's everything.
That's
universal.
And then man feel like, I ain't got nothing. Like, that's it, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're not. When you talk to man, like, you can give man hope in it, you know what I'm saying? Get man right in it. So, yeah, that's empowering men for me still.
Yeah, no, that's good. What's that? think there's gonna be crackheads now because this generation ain't doing crack.
No, I don't think there is.
No, but they are.
some of them
they
are
are
doing
crackheads.
Yeah, they are in a different way.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah,
What's that drink they drink? That
Promethazine.
yeah. Is it lean?
Yeah,
it's heroin.
Bro, have you seen what happens to a youth when he drinks lean?
Yeah.
Have you been
This
around
is
these
what I just said
I ain't
before.
seen it.
A man's
This-
belly's fat, his face is fat, and his legs are skinny, bro.
And
Fat boy slim.
Yeah, it's like
Bro, the little youths came to the studio and I was filming at a studio.
Yeah.
I was filming at a studio, yeah, like doing a podcast here when I first started. And bare little youths I used to bring all the youngers in it.
Opiates
And like man's brethren's brothers and his little cousins come, and they're drinking lean, innit?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, do your thing. I'm thinking it's like some like thingy drug.
Yeah.
Brother, the youths there in the room, we're all doing our thing. I'm talking about we're loud, shouting, man's like this. But it's not the weed, fam. And then when man's walking up, he's just looking like, he's just looking and he's slurring. And I'm like, brother, you're right. He's like, don't take my sweets. And I'm like, but I'm like, you know, man on weed's different. You know, when man's tired on weed, he just sleeps.
Yeah.
And he wakes up, but he's normal.
Yeah, mellow.
Man wake up, hey, what you not doing? Hey, man don't play around with me, bro. Like, bro, he's waking up, man don't take my sweets.
Yeah.
Hey, you
never
man, I'm
fucking
finished.
Yeah, that's what it does. It slows you down. Yeah, it
And I'm
slows
like,
you right
brother,
down.
I'm looking at you.
Forgive me,
Hey,
I'm sorry,
brother,
please.
that thing, so I found out that's liquid heroin.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a form of liquid heroin. Facts.
I couldn't believe it. They used to taking liquid heroin as like a normality. They're popping balloons. Balloons are slowing man's brain down. Man's brain's freezing. Like, for a
It's
few
definitely popping some brain cells around there, fam.
seconds. But these are the drugs that man's on now.
Yeah.
So the youths now are even in a worse position than they was even before. Man's bunning crack, yeah, that's crack, bro. But this thing that you're taking, the lean in that, bro, the lean with the balloons, bro. I know someone who nearly died last week. My girl cousin nearly died the other week of balloons.
I'm sure it stops the oxygen going to your
Yeah,
brain.
some of these have died on the billions.
Enough of these things are coming in, yeah, because I was watching like the custom and excise thing, yeah. Enough of them are not even
The
drug.
proper things.
Yeah, the proper things. And some people's taking duds, bro, and that's what was killing people.
I'm seeing some different canisters now. Everyone's got them for sale. They're hella cheap. This, that, and the third. I'm like, okay.
The balloon thing, though.
Yeah, children stay away from that, man, and teenagers just stay away from that, man.
Now the
Everywhere you go,
balloon
you
thing,
see
man.
it.
Smoke some good
So-
weed and chill out. And if the weed ain't for you, then go and have some edibles.
But yeah, the balloons thing, they're taking it to a next level. Though. See them all on the floor.
Yeah, no, I've seen it still. It's crazy. I'm glad that I never grew up in the era where it was that was like something
man.
exciting to do.
That balloon shit ain't for me.
Yeah, it's
You
I
get
don't
me?
even see the even point in
Hey,
that.
can
man's
I
doing
tell you
balloon.
something? I tried that balloon shit. I tried it, bro.
What did it do?
Yeah, what it done, let me tell you what it done. It made me never touch it again. What are you talking about, bro? What you think I'm here to hide? Yo, I tried the balloon. Yeah, I felt that shit go down in my fucking socks. You feel me? I felt that shit in my foot, bro. I said, I don't want this shit. Forget all of that, but this is mad. You get me?
What you like? What the buzz? You felt it all in the socks,
Bro, I done the how you blow, the breathe, how you breathe in that shit.
Yeah.
That shit went down in my socks, fam.
I heard it's like a 3 second.
Bro, forget all of that. I said, I can't operate like this. This is mad. This ain't what we do.
It's not.
Fuck that, bro. Balloons belong in the kids'
Yeah,
party.
weed's
fam.
bad enough. So to be doing anything
else.
yeah, it's crazy, bruv, man.
No, but remember, you have to understand the music has made the drugs seem cool.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get
you're
this
right.
right. Like,
You're right. You're right. You're right.
man's talking about popping a perk in the cool, but man's not telling you the side effects of this shit.
Yeah.
And this is what I don't like. I like when things are showed from every angle. Something.
Yeah.
So like, if I'm gonna show my daughter why she shouldn't get with boys, I'm gonna show her pregnancy. Single mother, I'm gonna show her the whole thing. Like you're by yourself, like in your yard in a council flat, like talking about now you're on benefits. Like I'm showing you the full 100. I'm not gonna say to you just don't have sex. I'm not gonna say that to you. I'm gonna show you the reason why you need to be careful who you're bringing around you. That makes sense. And then show her the full 100 of where how the cycle will go for you. So that even if you go and do it, you know, oh shit. A, B, C, D. I hope I don't fall into E. You know what I'm saying? Because they're saying, oh yeah, pop a perk, yeah. But bro, what is a perk? Like man could no one in this room
Some
could tell me.
prescription drugs and drugs, sorry, and no one's been prescribed it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you know how wild that sounds? Like man's taking a drug that's prescribed.
Yeah.
That's
That's
but
what
you
it
don't
is.
know what it's prescribed for.
And Xanax. But all those ones are prescription drugs that like medicated. You get that, you're in the money. That's what it is.
So it's like when man are doing these things and man are rapping and saying, yeah, go and take these drugs and all that, yeah. Like for me, it's dangerous because I could give you a pill and say it's Xanax. How would you know?
That's it. Yeah, that's what's going on.
There's a lot
too.
of dads out here, and that's why man's tripping over and not getting back up.
So it's like I say stay away from anything like that you're not sure about, bro. Like as kids, like stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what empowering men's about. Like man's not out here trying to tell man pop them drugs or doing this or live your life, bro. Man's talking about, bro, go get healthy, like take care of your family, and don't let no gal take you for idiot because gal take for man for idiot.
That's the last point I wanted to get onto. Yeah. So let's get into that there, man. Why do you think that in some cases?
Yeah, gal take man for idiot now. Yeah, straight. I have to say that I have to talk up the things, cause you know what? Gal have been trying to mock it, and now it's got to a stage where this feminism thing made women start to think that they got power over men, bro, and that they don't need us. Listen to the majority of women nowadays, and I'm saying all women, majority. I don't need a man. What the hell? Where did this come from? Who made this up? Of course we need each other. How do babies get made without a man?
How does the world turn?
Like, are you alright? And the thing is, the reason why they say they don't need a man is because they
called the reproduction cycle. Yeah, that's what it's there for.
Yeah. So, but if you start plating women with "I'm single, I got my own money, I don't need a man," do you know how crazy that is? Because then they'll say, "I don't even need a man to even have a baby. I can go to a sperm bank and get a baby because all you men ain't good for shit anyway." And you're like, "Raw, is this what's happening?" The feminism thing. This is what happens when you let certain mad ideologies in. It's got to such a precedence that now men are low. They're looking at men as they're lowered. Soon as you have
women do, yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as you have an opinion, women will just jump on your back. Like, oh, why did you say that? I don't believe that. Like they don't even want you to speak anymore. They want to be able to hold the mouthpiece and speak. And I've seen that a lot online. Like women run online. Like that's the truth. There's no more women run online. Man, we'll come online, but
they
we'll be
X you out as well. If you even if you had a good voice and you was going against them, they'll just shut you down, bro. Man, the amount of people will come for you and bombard you. It's over.
The men get behind them as well.
And that's all because they want the pum pum.
Yeah, that's just whack, bro.
Or want to take them on a date and get used. You know what I'm saying? Like some sucker.
Bro, the little girl, I never forget this. This video was the most saddest video I saw, yeah. The little youth took a girl on a date, yeah. She looked about 16 max, yeah, 17. And she said, yeah, my first date, he took me out to Selfridges and bought me £400 Balenciaga sliders. I said, big man, he lost. And then she's like, yeah, and he took me out to this restaurant and I didn't even go home with him, blah, 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 and I laughed about it, like saying this is a good date. This is how a date should go. I'm saying, bro, for you as a man to work your salary or work whatever job or do whatever you did on the roads, yeah, whatever you did, to spend £400 on a girl you don't even know, she hasn't even earned that right. And a lot of men are getting rubbed out trying to prove things or show the gal.
You know, I'd like to ask you, these girls, a lot of girls, would this date mean the same to you if you didn't have a camera phone? If you didn't have social media and a camera phone, would this date mean as much to you where we're going?
How much you spend?
If we went out, I don't know, if we have fish and chips on the table, would you take a picture of that?
That's my shit, man.
Would you take a picture of that and post that on your thing?
Sure.
No. You want my man that's going to take your ass clout sexy fish. You understand? Yeah.
And that's where I said, like, because I've seen man just be getting taken for idiot, bro. Gal are just taking the mick out of man. And you know what? Like, it's always been happening because I've never been that guy. So I've always watched gal doing other things to other men. Like, yeah, this man's a this. I'm like, what is it? But now we're in an age where women are saying, forget even telling man, bro, they're online doing it, bro. My baby father never gave me no money if you're a waste man. Like, just cussing, non-stop dissing men, to the point where I saw a video recently where a girl said 10 reasons why I don't want to have a child. I said, this woman is more detrimental than Andrew Tate. She's more detrimental than Andrew Tate. She was going through all these weird things, like, oh, I'm selfish. Do you know how crazy that is to say you're selfish? Because if your parents were selfish, you wouldn't even have been here. So people need to start thinking before they're speaking. She was saying some wild stuff about, oh, I'm going to have to start looking after someone. I want to go on holidays. I want to be a girl. I want to do this. And I was like, I don't want to get stretch marks. And I'm like, what? You was created with a purpose. Yeah? It's not like man's forced you. You was created.
And another thing as
well.
well.
Your lord. You know what I'm saying?
Men don't look down on girls with stretch marks and that, bro.
No way.
Don't make them feel insecure about that shit, bro.
That's
it's not fair, fam.
As soon as you get to a certain age, as a grown man, you know that's either from one or two things. Either you was big, or if you had a you. That was it.
And
either way,
we can bear fruits, man. You're right, man. You're good to go.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
1,000.
Enough girls where you ain't got that. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish they had that.
Yeah, and some girls are just blessed not to get stretch marks like that.
Or good with the procedures after. The aftercare.
All that says to me is that's signs of life.
That's it, bro,
You
man.
feel me? Appreciate that shit, bro, man.
So
Stretch
like,
marks all on the bum cheeks, everything.
Everything. Big ting, slim ting,
wrong
whatever,
with you?
tall ting, short ting. All women are beautiful, man.
Come on, man. And
I hear what you're saying.
And that's why I said, like, man them was basically getting taken for idiots. And a lot of youngsters were coming to me with problems. And that's like, this is so easy to fix problems, bro. Like, man was like, oh, I'm heartbroken. Gal broke my heart. She cheated on me. I'm like, brother, listen, forget the gal for 1 second. What are you doing to better your life? Silence. So this is the problem. If you put all your effort into gal, you will never be successful in anything you do in life. There has to be a certain level where you put some effort into building yourself up to become the best version of yourself. And a lot of youngsters are getting taught this at home. They're getting taught, go university, go get a good job. Okay, but how does he deal with life issues when they come at him, bro? Because that's the problem. Man, we was over-sexual because nobody taught us about sex. You know, when I was younger, yeah, I never forget this, yeah? And this is no diss to my family. I love my mum, everyone, but I never forget, yeah? Sex education I got taught was, make sure you use a condom with this girl. I don't remember no one telling me about sex as love connected to it. Does that make sense? I had to go and find that out for myself. But going out to find stuff for yourself, you make lots of mistakes, don't you? Because it's hit and miss, innit? You're hitting and missing non-stop. Non-stop hitting and missing, non-stop hitting and missing. And you get to a certain age and you're like, right, I don't want to have sex with all these gals. I don't want to like this. And you start realizing, right, like, what do I do for myself? And that, because there's some men now, their whole life is about how much gal they can get, bro. And they're in their
that's dead.
They're in their late 30s, early 30s.
That is dead. I don't give a toss.
There's old boy moving like that, man. Older than that.
That's dead.
Older than that.
You see them, they kind of ain't got nothing left to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you see them man that's all 30 something and that big man, fix up, bro. Fix up, bro. Serious.
And that's why, but how do we stop man even getting to that stage? Because see, after years of doing a certain thing, and like we said earlier, it's hard to come out of like linking gal and linking bare gal when you've been doing it for so many years. It becomes second nature to you. Does that make sense? So how do you get out of that scenery of being like that? And this is what I said, empowering men, you have to focus on how do I better my mental health every single day? I do one thing, just one thing, 1% that makes me better in my life. And you know, 1% is not a big percentage, you know? So say for instance, I got a software on my computer called DaVinci Resolve, yeah? I just watched a video online of how to make the text go behind the screen. Done. That's what I learned today. And if you do that every single day, you're learning, you're becoming thingy. So your life's not dependent upon what someone else can do for you. It's what skills that I've learned. So in a month, you've learned 30 new skills. So now you're even more empowered. You feel better in yourself when you learn something. Or am I lying? When you go gym and you lift a weight, that's just just 2% heavier. So you was doing 30s last week, you done 35s this week. How do you feel?
You're stronger, isn't it?
You feel like you've accomplished something. You feel like, yeah, I've done something. When I'm doing deadlifts and I'm on like 180 and then I go 185, I'm like, what? Man, lift 185. Like I feel proper pumped. But that's how you're meant to feel every single day. You're not meant to be a day as a man where you don't feel like that, because our lives are naturally harder than women's lives in general. Man goes out there every single day and risks our life to get money for our families. We don't realise we're risking our life because we're not realising how dangerous life really is. You know what I'm saying? Man could just be in my car driving, feds could want to stop me, I pull over, I get shot dead, bro. It's real like that. That stuff like that does happen. Like this stuff does happen. Or man could be doing something legit. Someone says, oh, you look like someone stabbed me to death. It's every day man leaves man's house, there's a possibility man might not come up. Women don't face them problems. You don't hear women getting stabbed up because she looks like some op. You don't hear about that. It's very rare if you do anyway, but I'm saying for men, our lives are really hard because we have to take the burden of everything. You know what I'm saying? Even when you come home from work and you're tired, you still have to, oh, your baby's crying, can you put them to bed? Can you do this? Can you do it? Like, you're still doing so much. And if you're not talking about mental health and how to better that, then that's even a problem in itself. And I feel like with a lot of women nowadays, and this is, I say a lot, yeah, is they don't generally care about men's emotions or how men feel. And you see it. It's apparent. If a woman says she loves me, but she doesn't care what I've eaten, she don't love me. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anyone says. And you might think, oh, basic, just food. But food is the sustenance to my soul. Because, you know, if you eat the wrong foods, yeah, do you know you can become like fat, you can become out of shape, and you can also become like you, all disease starts in your gut. So if you're feeding me food that's destroying my gut and I'm not even tasting nice, it's going to destroy me eventually. So food, we look at nutrition as such a small thing, yeah, but it's not. And I'm going to tell you why, yeah. You see Chinese people, yeah, I've clocked this. It all clocked. None of you lot know a dumb Chinese person in this room.
Yeah, you're right.
I could tell you a few things about the Chinese.
No, I'm saying, but I'm saying you just don't know. And
Yeah, I don't know one.
Thank you. And you know why that is? Do you know what that is? Because they focus so heavily on what they feed their children to make them smart. So I was thinking, wow, what is that then? So they feed their children foods, yeah, to make them like have brain power, so they can absorb this book about maths and about English and all of this. And, see what I'm saying? So them youths, their nutrition is helping their minds. We don't ever talk like that. You rarely hear man.
I know
talk like
they're eating what's in the Chinese shop. What they be serving to man.
Never.
I know that much.
Never.
You know what's
I
mad?
know that much.
You know what's mad? Walnuts. They look like a brain.
Yeah, they're
Walnuts
brain
are
food.
so good for your brain.
It's
bro.
electrical food.
Yeah,
You see those we're gonna get into that. That's electrical food, bro.
And the reason why I say this to you, like, yeah, is because my daughter had she was constipated. But she was constipated like 4 or 5, yeah? Or like, I think she's like 4 or 5, yeah? And bro, they gave us medication and then she'll be constipated again. So man's like, bro, what is going on with my daughter? So you know me as a father, you do anything to like for your children, innit? Bro, I went to the yard, man. I went to everyone, bro. And then I found out what it was, bro. It was the milk that man was feeding. You see that blue milk that we've been drinking all that years? It is like, it's called demon milk, bro.
It's a miserable cow, yeah, that's been caged up and, you feel me? It's a depressed cow that man's drinking. You feel me? Man's drinking the hormones.
Yeah.
You feel me? Man's drinking the hormones from the cow.
You say from the depressed cow.
Yeah, from a depressed cow. It makes you depressed. You kind of are what you eat.
You are what you eat.
So
No,
you are what you eat.
Yeah,
All right, let's go there. You are what you eat.
Mm.
So this is why we're encouraged to eat electrical foods. Just like you were saying. A lot of the nuts and them stuff there. You feel me? Like cashew nuts, walnuts, and those kind of things. You get me? Like
And this
brown rice. All of these things, bro.
Bro, imagine my daughter was ill, yeah? And I found out it was the milk and the meat. So my daughter's never liked meat, but we forced her to eat it. Because we're like, yo, eat your food, man. You know when you say to her, eat your food. She's like fish more. Man changed the milk. Man changed the eating more fish. Bro, my daughter's never been constipated since that day. But that was affecting her mental because, bro, if your belly's hurting you, bro, you're not going to be able to focus at school.
Your
So that means
digestive system don't break up
Bro, you're all scared
red
to go
meat like
toilet,
that.
bro, man.
Yeah, so that means that's affecting your mind.
It
no?
takes too long to break it
So
up.
how can you focus on your phonics and all that if your brain's not there?
It's not
So
functioning.
that stunted her kind of like moving faster than she should have. But because man's identified it from young, now man knows exactly how to tackle it. So I tell people like nutrition for your children is important because it helps the brain to think. Don't look at it as a small thing. Don't count this what I'm saying to you as a small thing because your children's nutrition will help how they think, how they maneuver, and even if they're gonna make the right life decisions, you might think, what? How is he talking about, bro? All these youths doing drills, bro. They're eating chicken and chips every day, bro. Yeah, that is messing. That chicken and chips is messing with their head, bro. They don't even think straight because that meat's got some 25,000 hormones in it, bro. That little chicken, bro. To get that hench chicken to be in that box, bro. That doesn't even fit in the box, bro. That costs £3 now. You know what I'm saying? So
I get my daughter organic chicken, yeah. It's like that big.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, it's like £15. I eat normal chicken, but for my kids, they're getting the good stuff.
you have to, bro. And
Like I'm old, I'm done.
you know what? Like someone said to me, go Sainsbury's yeah, and try to
You
get.
gotta look after yourself too, you know. You gotta look after
Thousand.
yourself
Because
too.
who's gonna look after
I ain't
them?
done, bro, man. I ain't done.
Thousand.
What
You
you're
see how I
eating,
eat,
I'm
bro.
eating, bro.
You see how much I eat, bro. I'm gonna have to have 3 of them.
Get me what I'm eating, you're eating, man.
Yeah.
Get me that.
It's like I say, another thing though, innit? Because enough people though, it's what I see, enough people make their children a fitting to them now. You know, like in some sense where they will love their child more than everything.
That is another. You have to be able.
Very dangerous.
You have to be able to disassociate.
And
your
it's hard.
feelings. Yeah, you have to be able to disassociate your
You
feelings.
gotta
from-
balance that love because your kid gets to a certain age and fucked off.
But it's not even that. I don't love my kid more than I love God. I love God
You
way
see,
more than I love.
that
Do you
couldn't
understand?
make sense.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know that?
No, but
couldn't
there's
make
some
sense?
people. I've heard parents say that. I've heard
Those are
parents
the
say that.
non-believers.
Do you understand? So I'm saying, but you even get some believers that really
Yeah, still.
move
I
their
like
playing
that.
You gotta
on
be
the line,
careful
bruv.
with that.
You gotta be careful with it, man.
that. How can that ever make sense, bro?
You know what I'm saying?
How
You
was
can't-
we ever created?
Yeah, man. You have to
How was
remember.
my child created?
The child was
I coulda
given to you, bro.
I could have gave his mum a bucket of sperm. But you see, if the Most High, says it no, it's no. You feel me? Get out of here, man.
And that's why you have to be careful with your children that they're not distracting you from worshiping Allah. Because sometimes, like, you know, like you got a son and that, and he's just shouting, screaming all the time, and it's like stopping you from praying and all that. And, or like your money, like you're out there every day and you're like, I'm gonna pray in that family because I need to get money. And that's where I was going wrong in life in general. Because I was more focused on my money and my gal and the life that I'm living more than anything. And that's when I was loving everything more than anything. You know what I'm saying? But with the children thing, like, you love your children, but always make sure that there's love and hate in your heart for your children. And it sounds mad what I'm saying to you, is because you don't want to love your children to the point where you will just top yourself because of something happened to them. Like, because, bruv, man's children is from Allah and they'll return to Allah whenever he's ready. Yeah, if he says today he's taking 2 of my children, bro, I've got to hold it and say he took my children. But imagine I love my children so much, because I do. But imagine I love my children so much that I was like, I can't. They're gone. I have to go as well.
Nah, that's crazy, never gonna happen.
You can have more children.
Man will cry, man will all that stuff.
Like you said, life goes on.
Life goes on. Life don't stop for the dead. And when the moment I realized that is when the moment I started saying I need to do like things that in the future like will bring me like benefit. Like in 100 years from now, like someone said to me, if they gave me like £3 million, what would you do? I said, bro, I'll start bare orphanages in Africa. Me were man laughing at me saying, "Raw, you're an idiot. When you buy a house here, do this, bro." Let me tell you something. You see, in life in general, you've got one life to live here, but you don't really have one life to live because when you go into the grave, that's a whole different life, bro. So you see, in my mind, I need to do things that are gonna benefit me here. And
for
also,
when you get in there.
And when I get in there, because I know I'm gonna go there, bro. Of course. 100%, I have no doubt. I've been to the grave.
That's a promise.
Yeah, like...
That's the only promise we should be working with,
That's
bro.
the only reality for us.
Yeah,
is death.
You could be Muslim, non-Muslim,
whatever you are.
You know you're gonna die, like I'm gonna die. But then here's this though, not everybody's gonna die and be remembered though. That's the difference. But the people that do good to others, even if you're not remembered by the people, Allah remembers you. So that's why, like for me, so open up 10 orphanages and them kids are just benefiting in 100 years from now. And they just have my name on the wall. Like, you know, like just got my name on the wall that I was the one that started it. Bro, like I could help millions of children, but I'm not even there. I'm dead. I'm in the ground. Like I'm gone, but my work's still working, so...
Still goes on.
Yeah, that's what I say to you.
Yeah,
you'll get the blessings for that.
Definitely. But no, on that note, man, it's been a lovely episode.
Definitely,
lovely talk
bro.
with you, my brother, man.
1,000.
Appreciate you for coming down, man. Definitely, man.
Love, always,
Is there anything you would like the people to know though? Tell them about the platform Rare Talks, where to find it.
Rare Talks. This is Rare Talks podcast. Type it in on any platform. You're gonna see me pop up. You're gonna see this mug pop up. Anywhere, any platform. You know what I'm saying? I got an event coming up at the end of the month. Everyone's invited. Basically, it's like a debate show, like where we have debates, talk about things. I got it at my studio. So yeah, everyone's allowed to pull up.
Yeah, we'll pull up, man.
Tickets are online right now. And you know what the funny thing is, whenever like people are doing stuff, like black people are doing stuff, right? Why do we always ask each other for discount and stuff? Like when, like
you don't go in the shop and ask for discount, bro. It's true, bro.
No, deep it. Like, and I'm saying, like, if you go into an Asian man shop, you're not gonna say, "Oh, can I get a discount, boss man?" So because I'm your brother, you're gonna do that to me instead of like wanting to support me to do well for my family. How can I feed my family on air, bro? I'm giving everyone all of this, but you want me to do it for free just because you're my brother. If you're really my brother, then you'd want to support me.
You ask man for a deal, and then you go Selfridges and spend the mad thing.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Facts.
Oh, can you give me a free t-shirt, please?
Or go and take the girl you just met out on a date, a mad date, and your brother not supporting him. That's how it is out here,
that's
man.
That's how we move, and that's why I say, bro, like...
I support everyone's thing. Man send things to my phone all the time. I post that, bro.
Come on, man. And that's the smallest thing you can do. That's the smallest thing, you know what I'm saying? As friends, as brothers, as people that want to see each other do well in life, in general, we should all be supporting each other so that we win, you know what I'm saying? I feel like as elders, as men a little bit older, we should all show the youngsters what unity is. Does it make sense? If we can show them and they watch us, we might not realize it now, like because we want everything to be now, results now. But in 5-6 years, they remember, like, I remember them, man, how they had their thing and they had their thing connected and they were brothers. like even with me, like I respect you lot's thing because when I was young, I was like, raw, the brothers, like the SMS brothers, they're proper brothers, like all of them are brothers, like they're all acts, like what are you mad? See how them when they're connected, they would never bring someone in that's not a brother. They love themselves, they're all acts. Like I love that, and you lot might not even saw that. That man's looking up like, raw, these man. Like I saw a man at Country Show. Well, you don't think I remember Country Show, bro? I was a little boy. That's Tosil, bro. Country Show. I see 20 of you, man, walking through in phobes and scarves and everything. I'm like, raw, these are the Muslim brothers. Mashallah. I'm young, you know, but I'm watching that. But you lot probably not seeing that. I'm watching that. So if we show unity now, the youngsters growing up, they'll see it and be like, raw, you might not now connect because when you're in that certain space, your mind's not connected with anything that's not beneficial to you. Like, oh, I'm drugs, gal, you know what I'm saying? But when they get into that space, when they start thinking, they might be like, you know what? I respect them, man, and you know what? I want to try and build something and make a unity like them. So we leave kind of like a foundation for them of like of unity, bro. Unity. Not man killing each other, but man's uniting. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where ends man's from. As elders, man don't say, bro, you men are from Streatham, oh, we're Muslim Streatham. Bro, we're grown men, bro. And we're Muslims, bro. Yeah, of course, on top of that, you know what I'm saying? We're grown men and we're Muslims. That stuff don't even exist to us. It don't even exist to us. You know what I'm saying? We pray to Allah, but we don't play to flipping to a draw. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my little last thing.
That's cool, man. But on that note, people, you know already, big up Rare, man. Make sure you tune into his show, Rare Talks. You know what I'm saying? Check him out on the YouTube.
Come on.
I'm your host, you know already, Millie Wayne. I'm here with my co-host,
your boy Didi, aka the bad guy, aka the People's Choice of West.
Yeah, big up Jabba Jones. You know what it is. That's another episode of 3Smoke, and we're out.
Tell him I'm straight, I'm talking things. Tell him I'm straight, we talking things on things on things on things. With my friends, don't we friends. Can't see no lands. Yeah, bitch, we screaming out. 3Smoke, we giving out.